do what I gotta do here. Can't even lie, that was a crazy game. I missed the entire first quarter. Didn't think, you know what? I wasn't even surprised to see the whole first quarter's gone. Especially considering the fact that this is going to be a short game, in my opinion. So I'm not surprised. 3-0 game, huh? Okay, not that bad. Not that bad. Could have been worse. Not that bad. That was wild. All right, I think I'm good to go. All right. What's going on, everybody? Hope you guys are enjoying your day. Well, I hope you're enjoying this game because I haven't been watching this game that much. I'm not gonna lie. I was not gonna come here. Until that game was finished between the Colts and the Vikings. Largest comeback in NFL history. My God, bro. Matt Ryan's career is going to be very interesting to analyze when he finally retires. And the sad part about it is this wasn't really his fault at the end of the day. Obviously, just like the Super Bowl, it wasn't entirely his fault. There's several things that go into it. I think coaching is a huge aspect. But then again, Jeff Saturday is the coach. What am I supposed to expect? You know? I don't know why they didn't take that field goal. I don't know why they went for it on 4th down. There's a lot that happened there. But, yeah, I probably will have to talk about that later. I don't know. Anyway, Ravens got the ball here. 1st and 10. Huntley going to hand this to J.K. Dobbins. And J.K. Dobbins breaking free and picking up a 1st down. The running game is going to be the main focus here. I'm pretty sure it is the main focus so far in this game because I'm pretty sure both teams have had the ball. But, yeah, I think Baltimore won the kick, right? So the Baltimore won the kick, which means Cleveland got the ball first. I believe Cleveland went a 3-and-out. Baltimore went down the field, and I think they got stopped on 4th down. And then the Browns got the ball, went down the field, and kicked a field goal. And now here we are, second possession of the game for the Ravens. Huntley holds on to this one here, and nothing there. He's just going to get knocked out of bounds. So you're going to lose, like, maybe, 5 yards here? That game was crazy. What was the previous record for the largest comeback? I actually don't know. Funny enough, I could have sworn, maybe this is just for the regular season, because I could have sworn. Hold on for a second. Because this may be for the regular season only, because. No, I'm turning this off. 2nd and 13, Mark Andrews can't catch that. We're about to go punt this football. Whatever. Let me see here. Okay. No, never mind. I was wrong. Yeah, this is. I don't remember the one. Would it be the 25 then? Would it be the 25-point comeback that we saw in the Super Bowl with Brady and the Patriots? Would that be it? I'm not exactly sure. 3rd and 13 here for the Ravens. They're probably going to get off the field unless he can get a big play. Huntley, just nothing there. He's going to toss it. Wow, he tossed it. And it worked. Wow, it was a shovel pass. He took the snap and threw a shovel pass to Justice Hill, and he picked up the 1st down. Wow. You pick up a 1st down, 3rd and 14 on a shovel pass. How the hell does the Brown defense allow that? You can't allow a 1st down on a shovel pass. That's crazy. I know the running game is prominent in this game, but on a shovel pass, you allow a 1st down? Come on, Cleveland. You got to be better than that. 1st and 10 here for the Ravens. Huntley takes a snap, hands the ball off to J.K. Dobbins, and J.K. Dobbins running the ball well. Picks up about 5 yards here, 2nd down. But yeah, that game against the Vikings was crazy. I'm not going to lie. I was watching it. I watched the entire game. So the first half was just nothing but mistake after mistake. The block punt, the pick six, the fumble, like they just couldn't get anything going. The Vikings were just making mistakes left and right, and the Colts were capitalizing. By the end of the first half, they were up 33-0, and I'm sitting there thinking, this game looks to be over, but I don't trust the Colts, and Matt Ryan is the quarterback, so let's see how this second half goes, because, you know, the Vikings have been pulling these second half comebacks all year, so maybe they can do it here, and I was right. 2nd and 5, Huntley throws the ball over the middle. It is caught by Deshaun Jackson. He might be short here, so 3rd down and 1 coming up here. So 3rd down coming up here for the Ravens. But yeah, you get into the second half, they're up 33-0, and all of a sudden you see the Vikings come out with that level of energy. They're putting up a touchdown, then they're putting up another touchdown. They keep scoring. They're forcing turnovers. In fact, the refs kind of messed them up too, because they had a great return, a great punt return that would have put them inside of the 25, and it was taken away. Side of the 25, and it was taken away because they said it was a face mask, which it really wasn't. And then you saw the fumble that was returned for a touchdown. That was taken away too, because they said he was down by contact when he wasn't. I don't know. The refs were just on one today. But the Vikings still found a way to force it to overtime and win. And it's crazy that Jeff Saturday decided. It's really crazy that Jeff Saturday decided to not kick the field goal when his freaking kicker was 5 for 5 from field goals. 3rd down and 5 here. Huntley's going to take the snap. He's throwing the ball down the field. Deshaun Jackson catches it, but he's out of bounds. So we already know Deshaun Jackson got hands, but he caught that out of bounds. So 4th down here. Ravens are going to punt this football. Again, those deep balls for Huntley, it's just tough to connect. A lot of times he's sailing those out of bounds. And this is another play where the ball just was, Deshaun Jackson caught it, but he was out of bounds. So now the Ravens got a punt. I don't exactly know what's going to happen here offensively. I already said the keys to the game. Actually, I don't know if I clarified the keys to the game. Oh, yeah, that's true, because I wasn't here for the first quarter. Okay, keys to the game. Number 1, run the football effectively. Number 2, don't turn the football over. Number 3, stop the run. Number 4, force turnovers. Number 5, finish. So it comes down to that. So the team, honestly, both teams have that same game plan. Running the ball, dominating time of possession, and stopping their opponents from running the ball. It comes down to that. Run the ball, put yourself in position to put up points, and then go from there. The team that's able to do that more effectively is ultimately going to win this game. Cleveland's already gotten the early advantage by putting up a field goal. Baltimore has had an opportunity. They chose to go for it on 4th down instead of taking 3. It is what it is. And now again, they're going to punt the football here. Bro, Greg Roman's passing plays are like high school plays. I mean, we've pretty much talked about Greg Roman's passing plays to the ends of the earth, bro. We've beaten that down. We already know what Greg Roman is when it comes to the passing plays. We don't need to continue to talk about this. Okay, this is a game where the run game is going to dictate the game. So you already know there's going to be moments where you're going to have to throw the football. Whatever comes of it is whatever comes of it. Okay, we can't keep sitting back and talk about Greg Roman's play calling. We already know what Greg Roman's play calling is. We don't need to continue to talk about it. Okay, we already know what it is. We already know its issues. We already know it's problematic. You know it's not a good passing scheme. We get it. We get it. What's going on, Omega? How you doing, bro? Did you watch that Vikings-Colts game? It was crazy. Largest comeback in NFL history. And once again, a very huge comeback or a very huge choking performance by a team has to come when Matt Ryan's the quarterback. Like, come on, bro. His career, bro, at the end of the day, his career is going to be very interesting to look at because his team has had a lot of choking performances. And when you look back at it, yeah, Matt Ryan has some faults in that, and he has to take some of that blame. But you'll see a lot of times it's not even his fault. You got to look at the coach and the decision. I'm still looking at Jeff Saturday and thinking to myself, why not take the field goal? You had a kick, bro. Man. Omega, you missed one hell of a game, bro. The Vikings came back down 33 points to win the game in overtime. But I just don't understand why Jeff Saturday doesn't take the field goal there. They're at the 36-yard line. You had a kicker that was 5 for 5 from field goals today. He hit from 50-plus already in the game. Trust your kicker. If you kick the field goal there, it's an 11-point game. Instead, he puts Matt Ryan out there for a quarterback sneak, and you paid the price. Very next play, 60-yard touchdown for Dalvin Cook. And then they get the 2-point conversion. Hawkinson gets the catch in the end zone. 2-point conversion. Like, come on, bro. What? The Colts are something else. Anyway, here comes the third possession for the Cleveland Browns. They're up 3-0 early on in the game. They're looking to try to add more points, maybe make it 6-0 or 10-0. Deshaun Watson takes a snap. Quick throw over here. It is missed. Incomplete. He was trying to lead Chubb, and Chubb extended his hands, but he was not able to make the catch. But yeah, back to Greg Roman's passing concept. We already know what it is. We already know it's problematic. We already know it's not great. We already know it's predictable. We've talked about his passing plays all day. In a game like this, it comes down to the run game. We already know the game plan coming in. But there's going to be situations where you're going to have to throw the football. And whatever they come up with, we're just going to have to live with it. If Frank White was the head coach in that game, he would be a part of the two biggest comebacks in NFL history. Oh, yeah, true. Well, guess what? Matt Ryan is now the quarterback that's a part of the two biggest comeback in NFL history. So how does that look on his resume? Man, you late. Oh. Okay, well, legendary, I am late. I apologize for that, but I had to watch what happened with the Vikings and Colts. I was not going to start this live stream until that Vikings-Colts game was done because I wanted to see the results. I wanted to see if the Vikings really would pull off the comeback, which they did. So I'm not surprised. 3rd down and 11 here for the Browns. Deshaun Watson takes a snap. He's running. He's going to check it down to Kareem Hunt. There's a flag on the play, but he's going to be tackled short. This may be probably holding on the Browns. There's something. Was it a jump or a hold? This might be on the Browns here. Holding on the offense. That's going to get him off the field. Here comes the punt for Cleveland. Here comes the punt from Cleveland. Even with Lamar Jackson, Greg Roman never fails to be trash and expects Lamar to bail everyone out. It is what it is, bro. I mean, personally, for me, I'm tired of talking about Greg Roman. I told you a while back. The Greg Roman is here to do exactly what the Ravens are doing. They're not going to fire him. So I'm not going to come here every week. And I mean, you guys are free to, but I'm not going to come here every week and trash Roman. I'm not here to do that. Before, I was criticizing him, asking him to be better. And then once I realized he wasn't going to get better, I was calling for this man to go somewhere. I was calling for the Ravens to desperately either demote this man to a running coordinator or just release him, just fire him. But that's not going to be the case. So I'm really past the point of that, and I'm just accepting this is what they have here. This is what the team is. This is what the offense is. That's what Greg Roman is. Then nothing's going to change. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you, bro. I'm sorry that this is the case, but this is what you got to work with. Good luck. If you make the playoffs, good luck. Colts going in the death note. Still waiting for that Denver death note. That's going to be legendary. It's crazy. Is Vikings-Colts better than Vikings-Bills? You know, that was a game that was going down to the wire, and the Bills had a hold of that and choked it away and got into the over. That one was between two teams that are actually competing for a championship right now, and that was coming down to the wire, and that was a hell of a game. I don't know if I can sit back and say it's greater than Vikings-Bills, but it's probably going to be more memorable than Vikings-Bills because this is the largest comeback in NFL history, so it's going to be more memorable than Vikings-Bills, but I think you could probably still say Vikings-Bills was better because that was a hell of a game that went into overtime, and that was between two teams that are competing for a championship. This one was a situation where the Colts, they're not competing for a title. They're not. We know that. Maybe they were fighting for whatever hopes they had for the playoffs, but they're not competing for a title. The Vikings are. So to pull off that comeback was crazy. What's up, HC Picks? What's going on, bro? If the Titans lose one more game, the Jags control their destiny for the AFC South. That's crazy. We'll see if that happens. The Jags might make the playoffs. Credit to them. You know, all it took was for them to beat the Ravens for them to get their season back on track. Now they're competing and they have a chance to make the playoffs and potentially win the division. So we'll see what happens there. Can't even get mad at Lamar now for some bad things he could do because his coaching is too trash for him to expand his game. It is what it is, bro. This is what the team is. That's what he has to work with. There's nothing you can really do about it. It is what it is. But yeah, Ravens going to get the ball back here, and Huntley's going to come out here, and we're going to see what they can do with this next drive. Hopefully they can put some points up. Again, lean on the run game. You got J.K. Dobbins. You got Gus Edwards. Lean on the run game and see what you get from that. See if you can get to field goal range at least, or maybe you can put up a touchdown. Who knows? But lean on the run game. The defense is looking like their 2000 selves. I wouldn't go that far. I would not go that far, but they are playing well, so credit to them. They are playing very well Give them credit for what they're doing. But I'm not going to go that far and say that they're playing like the 2000 cells. That's a bit too much to say. Anyway, here comes the next drive here for the Ravens. All right. 1st and 10 for the Ravens. They're at their own 39-yard line. You may want to come out by running the ball. Lions are trying to backdoor their way into the playoffs, and they very well could. They very well could. They're within range. They're within range. And I think tomorrow night between the Commanders and Giants can really be a difference maker. Here we go. Huntley throws. Andrews dropped it. Come on, Andrews. You're wide open. That's a great throw. That's a great throw. That's on time. That's in rhythm. That's a great throw. We're not having a lot of those moments of performance here, and Andrews just doesn't hold on to the football there. He initially catches it, and then it just gets knocked out of his hands. Like, you have to be here very behind, refresh your screen. I'm watching this on the television. I can't refresh anything. It's a live screen. It's a live stream off a television, bro. I'm watching on the NFL app, in fact. So I'm always behind. If you're used to me, I'm always behind. J.K. Dobbins, nice run, picking up about 7 here. If you've been to my streams, you would know that I'm always behind compared to what's happening. If you know that, I'm always behind when it comes to that. So 2nd down here. 7 yards picked up here by a J.K. Dobbins. 3rd down and 3 coming up here. 9:20 left to go in the game. Justin Jefferson or Sheeta? That's a tough question. I can't give you an answer about that right now. I love both of them. 3rd down and 3. They're going to run this. J.K. Dobbins gets the edge. J.K. Dobbins picks up the first. Washington Commanders got an advantage on the Giants right now because they beat the Eagles. If the Giants lose, they will have to win out and beat the Eagles, or they will miss the playoffs. Bro, I hope the Commanders can win this because I'm trying to get a playoff spot. This guy looks depressed. That's great, Juan. That's great. If that's your assessment, hey, feel free to. I'm tired of talking with you with that nonsense. If you personally want to say that, you come here and say the same nonsense every single time. You keep making these weird assumptions. I'm not here to stop you. Feel free to say what you're saying, bro. I'm done with I'm done with the gimmicks. I'm done with the nonsense. Gus Edwards. Nice run here. 7 yards. But yeah, feel free to say what you want, bro. I really don't care anymore. And I always try to be as free as possible with the chat, and I'll let you guys say whatever you want. So I'm still gonna let you say what you want, but I'm done engaging those weird comments. You always come in here saying these weird comments. You're a weird person. It is your thing. If you feel happy saying weird things like that, feel free to. But I'm tired of addressing every live stream. This guy looks depressed. This guy looks depressed. I'm done with the gimmicks. I'm done. If you want to keep doing that nonsense, feel free to. You'll talk to a brick wall. All right, 2nd and 3 here. Gonna run this again. Gus Edwards. See, this is the run you want to see. Is that a flag? What's the flag for? So it's a 1st down picked up, but what's the flag for? Please don't be a holding call. For the love of God, please don't be a holding call. Oh, okay. Thank you. I was about to say, because that was a good run by Gus Edwards. I did not want that to be taken away because of a dumb holding call, because we like to hold way too much, and we talked about this offensive line holding. Please do not do that. So they're running the ball right now effectively. Again, you have Gus Edwards, you have J.K. Dobbins. Keep handing them the ball. And yeah, Nicholas, what you said, man, I hope the Commanders can win that. They do have somewhat of an advantage. They beat the Eagles. Right now, the Giants are kind of on a decline because they started 6-1, and now they're just on a decline right now. So I think the Commanders are going to be at home tomorrow night, prime time. I think they can get it. So we'll see what happens. 1st and 10, handing the ball to J.K. Dobbins, and J.K. Dobbins gets swarmed. He gets stopped behind the line. Loss of 1. 2nd down coming up here for the Ravens. Bigger frauds, Jets or Giants? I mean, it's tough to sit back and say the Jets are a fraudulent team because they're winning games despite whatever quarterback they're throwing out there. They were winning games with Zach Wilson, even though he wasn't playing well. And then they brought in Mike White, and they were still winning games. And it's just like that Jets team seems to be legit. They have the pieces to compete, but it's really the quarterback position that they need to see great quarterback play from, or at least consistent quarterback play. 2nd and 11, J.K. Dobbins makes the catch. Couple yards picked up here. 3rd down coming up here. Third down coming up here for the Ravens. Third down and 8 coming up here for the Ravens. Oh, yeah, Miami is playing right now. Third and 8. So they're going to probably have to throw it here. They're at field goal range here. They're going to have to throw it here. Oh, my God, Duvernay. What the hell? Come on, guys. You got to hold on to the football, bro. Hold on to the football. Duvernay has butterfingers today. I can see. Hold on to the football, bro. Now, they love doing this sweep. Interesting enough, I don't know if yeah, he still wouldn't have gotten it. Like, just taking a look at the play, he still wouldn't have gotten it. They ran a sweep on 3rd and 8. The Browns defense was right there prepared for it. So even if he didn't fumble that ball there, he still wasn't picking up the first down. There was 2 defenders right there, and there was only one. No, there was 3 defenders, and there was like 1 blocker there. He wouldn't have gotten it. Justin Tucker, field goal, you know he's money all day, every day. And the Ravens are going to tie the game at 3 apiece, 5:31 left to go in this game. Guys, this is going to be a very low-scoring game. It's going to be a very quick game. It is what it is. You think Justin Jefferson will get 2K yards? He's got 16-23 right now. You know, there's what, 4 games left now? Wait, no, they're 11-3. There's 3 games left now for the Minnesota Vikings because they're now 11-3. They won today. They were 10-3. They're 11-3. So they got 3 games left. He's at 16-23. He would need 377 to be able to get that. So 377 through 3 games. I don't know about that. That's like 300. That's 128, 129 yards. He has to get like 128, 129 yards in each of the last 3 games. He has to average that in the final 3 games in order to get that. So 377, 128, 129-ish for each game. And will he get to 2K yards? I don't know. What did he have today? I mean, I know he's gonna break. Randy Moss's single season receiving level. Single season receiving level. I don't know what it is. I think he's 10 yards away. This is Boy, and I'm out. All right, Juan, peace out. Go enjoy your day. I don't care. Let me see here. Justin Jefferson had let me see. Justin Jefferson had 123 receiving yards today. Yeah, he had 123 receiving yards. So you're going to need more yards. You're definitely going to need more yards for the most part. If Greg wants to pick up a game where we just run the ball the entire time, today's the day. Yeah, I mean, they did that last week and it worked out. Today is also the day to do that. This is Boy, and I'm out. I wonder why you only have 12 views. That's great, Juan. Feel free to leave. I don't care. That's your choice. Mark be selling sometimes, not going to lie. Yeah, he keeps dropping passes. And it's frustrating because there are times where you'll see Mark Andrews make like great catches. He'll make spectacular catches. And he'll make these one-handed catches well covered. But then you'll get moments like that where he's wide open, 2 hands right here, and he just won't make the catch. It's easy plays that he makes those drops. But they'll make difficult plays too. It's so weird with Mark Andrews. And he's been relatively inconsistent this season. So it's kind of a problem. I think, when was the last time? Week 4, week 5 is the last time he caught a touchdown? It's been that type of season for Mark Andrews. So, I mean, I don't know. Last year, he looked like an all-pro tight end. People were making arguments for him being the best tight end over Kelsey. I still said Kelsey was number 1, but I put Mark Andrews at 2 or 3 and said he was around there. But, yeah, I looked at that and said he's probably 2 or 3, but still, he had an amazing year last year. Even when Lamar went down, he continued to kill it. This year, he started off well, then he got in, then, kind of slowed down, got injured, came back, and he hasn't been the same since he's come back. Not to mention, we haven't really been looking for him that much, so he hasn't really had the performances or the production we were expecting to see from him when he got back. It is what it is at the end of the day. Anyway, Browns get the ball here. Game all tied up. 3-3 apiece. 5:31 left to go in the game. 1st and 10 here for the Cleveland Browns. Watson takes a snap, looking towards his left. Quick throw. Ooh. That's a hell of a catch by Donovan Peoples-Jones, because I was a little bit too out there. I'm not going to lie. If we were playing Jacoby Brissett, I'd be more nervous. Watson just isn't the same as he used to be, at least not yet. I mean, yeah, if Jacoby Brissett was playing, you'd probably be... I would definitely agree with you in some aspects and saying I'd be a little bit more concerned. Mostly because we know Deshaun Watson. Oh, 2nd down here. Is he short? They gave it to Chubb. He might be a little short, but I don't know. He looks to be on the line. They might give him the 1st down. I would agree with you on some aspects here because... Oh, no, they say he's short. I would say that because Deshaun Watson hasn't played football in, they said, 700 days? He hasn't played football in 700 days? He hasn't played football in a long time. He hasn't been on an NFL field actually playing a game in a long time. And Jacoby Brissett has been playing the entire season. So he'd be better prepared for this situation while Deshaun Watson is still trying to get himself engaged. Nick Chubb running big, getting into Baltimore territory. Huge run there. 1st down picked up for the Browns. If Lamar was on the Niners, would they be 17-0? I haven't a clue. Maybe they have a better record than 9-4. I would probably say that. If he's there the whole season, they definitely have a better record right now than what they have. They'd probably be the number 1 seed potentially, or fighting for the number 1 seed. You can make an argument for that. But who knows? 1st down and 10 here for the Browns. 4 minutes left to go here in the 1st half. Watson's going to hand it off to Kareem Hunt. Kareem Hunt sees a hole, and he gets stopped right there by Marcus Williams. It's just like the defense to give up a drive after we score. I mean, this is nothing new, guys. We're used to seeing this. This is nothing new. This is the type of defense we've got. This is the type of team we got. It is what it is at the end of the day. 2nd and 5. The game's close anyway, so we'll see what happens. Just don't give up a touchdown, and you're going to be good. 2nd and 5. Watson takes a snap. He's looking towards his left. Firing, wide open man, caught, 1st down. 3:25 left to go in the game. They're pretty much in field goal range here, so if you give up a field goal, cool, but just don't give up a touchdown. It comes down to that. As long as the Ravens defense doesn't give up a touchdown, we'll be fine. If they give up a touchdown, it's not going to be a good look. Because now you're going to be down 7, and with the way your offense is looking, do you think you're going to go down the field in under 3 minutes and get 7 points? Now, both teams have all 3 timeouts, so we'll see how this goes. Play fake here. Watson has downfield. Found his man. 1st down. Went right back to the same. Wow, that's crazy. They're getting plays going. They're picking up 1st downs here. Defense kind of looking lost on this drive. They don't really know what they're doing. So now it comes down to this. You're inside the red zone. Another play fake here. Another quick throw to Njoku. And another 1st down picked up. Who gets the 2nd half kickoff? Baltimore gets the 2nd half kickoff. So they're going to get the ball coming out of halftime. But that in this situation right now, you can't afford to give up a touchdown. Look at the way the offense is going. Look at the way the game is going. You're about to enter halftime potentially at 3-3, maybe 10-3. You cannot afford to go down 7. You can't. Not a game like this, even if you get the ball. Another play fake, another open guy. Deshaun Watson didn't see him. He throws across the middle to Njoku, and it is dropped incomplete. 2nd and goal coming here for the Browns. Got to make a stop. All the money being spent on defense, Steve Scott is a joke. It's a new NFL now. I mean, we already know the Ravens are going to stick to their roots. That's not going to change. Defense has been the pillar of this franchise. It will continue to be the pillar of this franchise. 2nd and goal. 2:05 left to go in the 1st half. Defense trying to hold up here. They gave it to Nick Chubb. Nick Chubb gets swarmed by the defense. 3rd down and goal coming up here, and we've arrived at the 2-minute warning. So, if Baltimore can make one more stop, Cleveland's most likely going to kick a field goal, make it a 6-3 game. Baltimore will get the ball back with 3 timeouts and a chance to go down the field and either tie with a field goal or put up a touchdown. Lamar had 10 touchdowns the first 3 weeks. He's got less than that since then. Yeah, Yeah, I mean, the first 3 weeks, the offense was completely vibing. First 3 weeks, the offense was rolling. And the past week 3, the offense has been inconsistent. The offense has been sputtering. The offense hasn't been able to get anything consistent going on drives. It's been bad. So, yeah, the offense as a whole has not looked good consistently since that week 3 game against the Patriots. Past that, they've had some struggles. They've legitimately had some struggles. Lamar's had some struggles. The receiving corps had a lot of struggles. The running game has had some struggles because you didn't have a J.K. Dobbins or a Gus Edwards, because J.K. Dobbins, he came back and then got hurt again. Well, he came back and then chose to go get surgery to clean up because he wasn't feeling right. Now we're seeing that he made the right choice. But yeah, you lost your backs. You just didn't have Gus Edwards or J.K. Dobbins at the time, and it is what it is. Who do you think will get the 7th seed in the AFC? Well, let me see. Right now, you've got the Bills, the Chiefs, the Ravens, the Titans, the Bengals, I believe the Chargers, and the Patriots. I think that's the 7th team right now. Let me see. Let me check that again, just to make sure. Or are the Jets still in the playoff? Are they still inside, or are they out the bubble? Yeah, Bills, Chiefs, Ravens, Titans, Bengals, Dolphins, Patriots. I was correct. So the Patriots have the 7th seed right now. They're fighting with the Chargers and the Jets. All 3 of them have the same record. So who do you think will get the 7th seed? This is a tough one. Let's see. Each one of these guys are going up against a tough matchup this week. The Chargers have the Titans, which is not an easy game. They could win that. Even though the Titans are slowly falling apart, the Titans are still a good football team. The Jets have the Lions, and the Lions are rolling right now. They're fighting for a playoff spot themselves, so they're going to be in a tough matchup. And the Jaguars, another team trying to fight to see if they can actually take away the division from the Titans. They're going up against a Cowboys team that's looking to keep their spot, and they're looking to win. So each one of these teams have a tough game this upcoming, tomorrow, because it's Saturday. So they got a tough game tomorrow. But if I had to pick of the 3 to make the playoffs, Patriots got the Raiders. Never mind. That could be an interesting matchup, though. I don't know. I might go with the Patriots just because of the consistency I can get from a Patriots team. But at the same time, the Chargers are an outlier, so it can go either way. 3rd and goal here. We need one more stop from the Ravens defense. Don't give up a touchdown. Give up a field goal and get the ball back. Here we go. Watson looking, throwing it back to the end zone. Incomplete. No flags on the play. Good coverage there. And they're going to settle for 3. So 1:55 left to go in the first half. Baltimore will be getting the ball back after the Browns kick a field goal here. So Baltimore will have a chance to either tie the game or take the lead with a touchdown heading into halftime, and then they'll get the ball coming out of halftime too. So 23-yard field goal attempt here. This is a chip shot, so unless it gets blocked, he's making it. Yep, easy money right there. Let's at least get a field goal and come out with the ball after half. That's the plan. The plan is you got 152 and 3 timeouts. The plan is to go out and get a touchdown, because if you could take the lead heading into halftime, you'll be in a good place. But if you're not able to get the lead, a field goal would be very, very good. A field goal would be the absolute. I wouldn't say it's the absolute best. The touchdown's the absolute best scenario you can get in this situation. But it would be a good situation, because if you can tie the game heading into halftime, you get the ball coming out of half. So Baltimore can be in somewhat of a control in this game if they head into halftime either tied or with the lead. I'd love them to get a touchdown, but the offense outside of Gus and Dobbins looks asleep. I mean, you're not wrong. The passing game looks asleep as a whole. So we understood coming into this game it was going to be about the running. So, I mean, you knew your running backs were going to dictate the offense and dictate the game, and that's what they're doing right now. But the passing game, you're not getting anything right now. I mean, you're getting guys dropping passes they shouldn't be dropping. It is what it is. Why is Watson cooking us? Watson's not cooking us. He had a couple good throws on that drive, but most of their successes come from the run. So what you mean he's cooking us? Let me see his stats. I don't see what you mean by specifically saying he's cooking us, because this game's been dominated by the run game for both teams. So what do you mean by cooking? What's going on, Menace? How you doing, bro? Yeah, Deshaun Watson, 13 of 18 for 100. 18 passes? I mean, Tyler Huntley's 5 and 9 for 24, but 18 passes? I mean, damn, they are really checking the ball down. 13 of 18 for 105 yards? That's a lot of checkdowns. Yo, what is up with Mark Andrews? Is he playing? Yeah, Purple Cat, he's playing. Well, technically, he's playing and he's not playing because he dropped the pass. He had first down. He was wide open. Had it in his hands, and he let the defender come and just knock it out of his hands. Incomplete. Right now, the receivers aren't really doing much, and that's kind of a problem. You're not getting anything. But again, we're just mostly running the ball. Looking at some of the stats for the Browns. Nick Chubb, 8 carries, 31 yards. Kareem Hunt, 1 carry, 6 yards. As for the Ravens, J.K. Dobbins, 8 carries, 51 yards. Gus Edwards, 4 carries, 43 yards. So you got both your guys doing exactly what you need them to do. Both of them could end up going over 100, so who the hell knows? But both your backs are doing what they need to do. The passing game ain't getting much. One pass, even though it was a shovel pass for 15 yards to Justice Hill. 2 catches for 13 yards for Josh Oliver. 1 catch for 3 yards here for J.K. Dobbins, and then that's just it. You're just not getting much from your receiving core. Do you think the Ravens will win the division? I think they have a chance to win the division, but with the way the Bengals are playing, we could very well lose the division. If you don't go into Week 18 with a game lead, you're probably going to lose. I don't know if we beat Cincinnati unless we have Lamar. So, I don't know what's going to happen, but I think the Ravens have a chance to win the division. However, a game like this today, they got to find a way to win. No matter what the circumstances, they got to find a way to win. First down and 10 for the Ravens. Tyler Huntley in the shotgun here. He's going to take the snap. Quick throw over the middle. It is caught by Likely. Likely might have pick up a first down here. Do you think the Ravens will go kind of far in the playoffs? No. I've been very clear from day one. I said we were going to go 12-5, win a playoff game, and lose to either the Bills or the Chiefs in the divisional round. I hope we go past that. I hope they exceed my expectations, but I'm personally not expecting it. First down picked up here by the Ravens. They got 3 timeouts, and they're kind of just looking like they're playing for the field goal. So if we win, we will root for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Yeah, you would have to. I mean, even if we don't win, you would still root for the Buccaneers because if they lose, we'll still have the divisional lead. Win or lose, you're still rooting for the Bucs. First and 10, Huntley. He's got space. Huntley going to try to take off. Nothing there. He's going to slide. Baltimore want to call their timeouts? Baltimore want to call it. What are they doing? You have 3 timeouts and they're not going to use it. They're not playing for the touchdown. They're playing for the field goal. What type of nonsense is this? This team is unserious, bro. Incomplete. What an unserious football team. Why didn't you call a timeout there? All that time and 3 timeouts, and this is what you come up with. And people are like, "Oh yeah, bro, we could totally do whatever we want without Lamar." Like, this is what you're coming up with. You had plenty of time and 3 timeouts, and you're doing this. Now it's a 3rd and long situation. You're not picking this up. 3rd and 7. Pressure's coming. Huntley stands in the pocket. It's caught. Oh, Likely got it. Thank God. They're not calling a timeout. What are they doing? Are they serious? Coaching. You let all that time waste. It's clear as day. You can tell when a team has no confidence in their offense's ability to go down the field and score. With the amount of time left on the clock and all 3 timeouts, most teams are playing for the touchdown. Baltimore's playing for the field goal. That shows you they don't really trust their offense. That shows you they don't trust their offense. Greg selling? No. Avery, it's not Greg selling. It's the team selling. What the hell is John doing? Why aren't you using your timeouts? You had all 3 timeouts, and you let this clock run down. And you're not even in field goal range. What are you doing? They must be trying to bleed the clock so the Browns don't get the ball back. That just shows you they don't trust their offense's ability to get down the field. What are you bleeding? You have complete control. If you're trying, It clearly shows that they don't really feel comfortable in their offense. They're not fully confident that they can get down the field and score. Why the hell are you trying to bleed the clock? Use the time with the time that was there with all 3 timeouts. That's enough to go down the field and score a touchdown for most teams. We over here just bleeding the clock because we don't really have that type of confidence. All 3 timeouts and you wait till now to use one. And guess what? They didn't call it delay a game. They did delay a game. You remember how they said they were going to fix the delay of games? Didn't we sit back here and say, give it a couple weeks, they'll get back to having delay of games? Welcome back. Like I said, Greg Roman is not getting fired because nothing's going to change. This is the Ravens here, bro. They don't care. They don't care. Look at that throw. They don't care. They're not getting points out of this. They don't care. They don't care. They don't care, bro. They just don't. My bad, my mistake. I apologize for that. I accidentally turned off my mic when I was actually just disgusted. In between of getting disgusted with what I saw, I accidentally hit the mic. But as I was saying, the Ravens don't care. The Ravens don't care. They don't care. You cannot sit there and tell me. After what I just saw the Minnesota Vikings do, you can't sit there and tell me the Ravens care. You had 3 timeouts, and you had a minute 40 plus. You had plenty of time to go down the field and try to go for a touchdown. Most teams in that situation will try, but the Ravens, nah, they're not that type of team. And yeah, I know Lamar's not there, and you're not expecting Huntley to pull off a 2-minute drive. But still, you had 3 timeouts. You were in the perfect situation to try at least attempt to go down the field and score a touchdown. Now, given your position, I'm not even sure you get the field goal. That's how crazy it is, man. Wow. And guess what? We talked about this too. It was only a matter of time. Give it a couple weeks. The delay of games will come back. And guess what happened? The delay of games are back. But guess what's going to happen? Nothing. Greg Roman on Monday morning is going to walk into Owing Mills, Maryland. He's going to grab his coffee and his donuts. He's going to sit at his desk. He's going to put his feet up on his desk, lean back and relax because he knows this franchise doesn't have the guts to fire him. So why should he be concerned about what's happening on the field? Why should he really care? That's why I told you, I'm off like really getting on Greg Roman's case. I don't care. Greg Roman's free to do whatever he wants because the Ravens are allowing him to do whatever he wants. They don't care. So why should I? I'm just saying, if Greg Roman's free to do whatever he wants, I'm not going to hold the guy. They're paying him to do this. He gets paid to do this, guys. So why am I going to hold Greg Roman responsible? I'm going to look at John Harbaugh. I'm going to look at Eric DeCosta. I'm going to look at Steve Biscotti. They're the ones who should be held responsible for this, not Greg Roman. Greg Roman's doing what they're paying him for. You can't tell him to just change. Why should he change? You guys have already shown you're not going to fire him or hold him responsible for his actions. Why should someone change when you're not going to hold them responsible for their actions? Why should somebody change their ways when there's no punishment coming there? Greg's just going to continue to be Greg. And guess what? Because his offense picks up numbers, people will just look at the stats. They'll look at the numbers and say, hey, look at the numbers he brings up. Look at this and look at that. They're not going to care that in situations Greg Roman can't seem to handle himself worth a damn. They don't really care about half the situations that happen. So why should I care? It doesn't matter, you know. It is what it is. So Greg Roman's free to do whatever he wants. I'm not going to criticize him. I'm not even going to attempt to criticize this man. 3rd down and 9, 18 seconds left. They're not even at midfield yet. So I don't know what you do in a situation like this. They really let all that time go. Huntley throwing. Oh my God, Andrews actually did something. Holy crap, he caught the ball. All right, you're in range for Tucker to at least make a kick now. 12 seconds left. You're in range. I blame the head coach for this mess. I mean, what else is new? Nothing's going to really change, so it is what it is. You're in field goal range here. Honestly, you don't need to go for anything else here. Huntley, up the middle, 8 seconds. All right, kick the field goal here and see what you can get. 2 seconds left here. Field goal's coming up. Let's see what happens here. But yeah, it's the same old thing, you know. This is the type of game, like I already knew coming into this, it was going to be a low scoring game. This is just what was going to happen. Look at this timeline. Look at this timeline. Started 3-3, then won 6 of your last 7. Lamar goes down, and here you are right now. 48-yard field goal attempt here to hopefully tie this game. Hopefully it doesn't get blocked. Here we go. Tucker missed. Yep. That's the game, ladies and gentlemen. Baltimore's probably going to lose this one. That's the game. That's the game. Cleveland's probably going to win this game now, and that's just how it is. Baltimore's about to be, what, 9-5? I don't know what to tell you. That's the game. I might as well head out. I mean, that's the game. Oh, I cannot believe he missed that kick. I cannot believe he missed that kick. That's the game, ladies and gentlemen. That's the game. That is the game. It's over. Baltimore is going to lose this game most likely. Baltimore is going to lose this game most likely. Ooh. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. If you know the history of the Ravens when it comes to... No. See, you know, you guys haven't actually been here when it's happened, huh? You weren't here for the playoff games when it happened, did you? You guys haven't been here. You don't know of the curse, do you? Oh, y'all don't know of the curse. Someone want to explain? You know what? I'll explain the curse. If you've seen games, there have been games. You can look at the 2 playoff losses. Look at the playoff loss... perfect example, playoff loss against the Bills. Go back to games where we've seen Tucker miss field goals under 50 yards. Go look at our record during that time. Some of us Ravens fans like to call that the Tucker curse. It's where when Tucker misses a field goal, either it's early in the game or sometime in the first half, when he misses a field goal under 50 yards, we usually end up going on to lose that game. So, and this has been happening consistently, both in the regular and the playoffs. It doesn't happen all the time, so it's rare, thankfully. But when Tucker has missed a field goal under 50 yards, most of the time we've lost that game, be it in the regular season or the playoffs. So, a lot of us, once we see Tucker miss, it's like, ooh, we probably gonna lose this one. We probably gonna lose this one. Now, obviously, realistically, it's a 6-3 game. Baltimore gets the ball coming out of halftime. They have plenty of time to score and put this up here. But we have seen this happen way too many times. It's a jinx. It's a jinx. When you see Justin Tucker miss a field goal under 50 yards, oh my God. We usually end up losing that game. So I want somebody to actually go out and find the numbers of moments where Tucker's missed kicks under 50 yards and see the record we have when that happens. At any point in the game, usually in the first half, it's happened way too many times. But of course, there's still a second half of football left to be played, so that doesn't mean the game's over. But usually when Tucker misses a field goal, that means we're all screwed. Because if Tucker missed the field goal, that means nobody's prepared to play. And if nobody's prepared to play, we're probably going to lose the game. And that's usually how things have been for us when Tucker's missed a field goal. Thankfully, Tucker has not missed a lot of field goals. So, this hasn't happened a lot. But damn, the few times Tucker's missed a field goal, we've lost those games. Not a field goal like over 50, a field goal under 50 yards. When he misses a field goal under 50 yards, a lot of times we go on to lose that football game. And that's just how things work out, and it's unfortunate. Oh, my goodness. All right, let me see some of these comments, because I'm not going anywhere for halftime this time. John has to go, period. Don't matter. He's not going anywhere. When Tucker misses, they are in trouble. See, you get it. You've seen it happen many times. Lamar injury prone. That's not true. Automatic L. When Tucker misses from under 50, we usually go on to miss. But yeah. But yeah, about John Harbaugh has to go. He's not going anywhere, at least not this year. Bro's lost. I was lost for words. I couldn't believe it. There's not a lot of situations where Tucker misses a field goal under 50 yards. Even the commentators were surprised. They were like, Justin Tucker just missed from under 50. All right, I feel sorry for Colts fans after that embarrassing performance. Matt Ryan needs to go now. Okay, what did they go to? Listen, they built a team that was made for Andrew Luck, and Andrew Luck's not there. They don't really have a choice to go anywhere. They've won way too many games to really try and get a quarterback. They're not in this. Oh, look at the stadium over there. I can't wait for that Sunday night football game between the Bills and the Dolphins. That should be fun. It's going to be a fun game in Buffalo. But yeah, I mean, they're screwed. They don't really have any place to go moving forward. Getting rid of Matt Ryan isn't really going to solve anything. I mean, he can go now. First of all, they already tried to bench him, and that didn't work, and they brought him back, so I guess you can bench him again. But there's nothing they can do. They just have to ride this season and see what they can do afterwards. Fake Ravens fans, that's cool, bro. Looks like injuries will save the head coaching job again for next season. Who the hell knows? Probably will. Plenty of time, chill. We know there's plenty of time, but you don't seem to understand the Justin Tucker curse. When he misses from under 50, go look at the Ravens' record, both in the regular and playoffs. Even Tucker can't bail us out. This team is in shambles. Whew. And when he misses, that means we are all lost. Fire EDC, Harbaugh, and Roman after this game. That's not going to happen. Has anyone seen Ojabo yet? I actually haven't. I haven't heard his name. Maybe he's been on the field for a couple snaps, but I haven't heard anything from him. Why did they draft Ojabo? Because they wanted to add another piece alongside. They wanted to add another piece alongside Odafe Owe, and they wanted that to be him. So Odafe Owe plays one side, Ojabo plays the other side. That's why they drafted him. The defense is going to have to make a huge play like a fumble recovery or an interception. That's what they have to do every week. So, I mean, yeah, force turnovers. That's one of the things they're going to have to do. What are your thoughts on Brock Purdy? He's pretty good to me. That's a terrible joke, and you know it. Honestly, again, he's literally in the best spot in the NFL. That Niners team is prime and ready to compete for a championship. They have one of the best defenses in the league, and I would be one to say right now that they have the most dangerous defense heading into the playoffs. I would say the Niners defense is the most dangerous, and right behind the Niners would be the Eagles defense heading into the playoffs. At least, especially in the NFC side. So, like, the Niners have the most dangerous defense heading into the playoffs. Offensively, they have all types of weapons to utilize. Obviously, we got to wait for Debo to get back. But you still got McCaffrey. You still got Kittle. You still got Ayuk. You've got plenty of weapons to utilize, and these guys are playmakers, and they make plays. So all Purdy has to do is just not turn the ball over. Hand the ball off to McCaffrey, make some great plays. He's made a couple great throws, but just don't turn the ball over, and you will be able to help this team out in the playoffs. They have shown that they can win games without a great quarterback. So it can happen. It can legitimately happen. We aren't scoring many points. Yeah, I expected it to be a low-scoring game. I'm not surprised. I wish our pass rush was as good as the 49ers. There's a lot of things we wish for in life. We don't get them, unfortunately. Ravens, please keep running that ball. That's what they've been doing. Unfortunately, it hasn't equated to a lot of points. We for real gonna be so bad if Lamar leaves next season. Lamar can't leave next season. He has to be franchise tag. He cannot go anywhere. We have to keep saying it. Now, he could choose not to play, but Lamar's not going to miss a year of his career just to not play. If he has to deal with the franchise tag, if he really wants to leave, he could deal with the franchise tag, and the Ravens can look to trade him. If he comes up to them and tells the franchise, I want to leave, they'll look to trade him. But he's not going to leave this offseason. He can't. The franchise tag is there. He has nowhere to go. We for real. Oh, sorry, yeah, Lamar's not leaving, by the way. Seahawks literally collapsed 1-4 in the last 5 games. Honestly, I think they overplayed. I looked at a lot of us looked at the Seahawks and we didn't expect them to be what they were. We weren't expecting them to be this team that would be competing for a playoff spot. We all thought they'd be a 5 or 6 win team at best, but they exceeded our expectations. They looked, for much of the season, they looked more like what we expected the Broncos to be, and the Broncos looked more like what we expected the Seattle Seahawks to be. Credit to Geno Smith. He's playing great. He's having a really good season, but it just feels like time is kind of eclipsed, and time has run out on the Seattle Seahawks, and now it's starting to catch up with them. I don't know if they can make the playoffs at this point because they're not going to win the division. The Niners are taking that cleanly. In fact, I believe the Niners already took the division. They beat the Seahawks on Thursday, so I believe that was when they clinched the NFC West. So all left is a wild card spot. But they got to deal with Baltimore. They got to deal with the Commanders. They have to deal with the Giants. The Lions are on their case. I don't know if the Seattle Seahawks can make the playoffs. Do you think the Ravens front office may trade Lamar Jackson next season if they believe they can't get? If Lamar wants to go, they'll trade him. It comes down to that. If Lamar wants to go, they'll trade him. But if he shows no signs of wanting to leave, they're going to look to get him a contract. So it comes down to that. If I had that answer, I'd tell you. But if he comes to the front office and says, I want to leave, they'll trade him. If he doesn't come up to the front office and say that, they're not going to trade him because they're going to still look to get him done with a long-term deal. Even if they have to franchise tag him, they will look to get him done with a long-term deal. But they won't trade him unless Lamar comes up and says, I'm done, I want to go somewhere else. Until then, he is going to be a Raven. Ravens are turning into one of the dumbest organizations in the league. I wouldn't say they're one of the dumbest organizations, but it's just I would say they're one of the more prideful organizations. Wouldn't call them dumb, but they're prideful because they continue to stick with their ways. Maybe you could say they're prideful, they're stubborn, they're arrogant because they continue to do things their own way and think that's going to work in this era, but it is what it is. I wouldn't say they're dumb. They're just doing things their own way and choosing to stick with this because of their pride and their history. They believe they can win their own way, and they're going to stick with it. So they're stubborn and they're arrogant. That's what I said the Ravens are. They're stubborn and arrogant. Exactly. You don't think Lamar is sitting there thinking about the Dolphins or Eagles just because he can't leave don't mean he don't want to leave. I mean, again, it's not if he wants to leave, he'll tell the franchise. You and I do not know what Lamar Jackson's thinking. You're just assuming Lamar wants to leave. You don't think he's looking at the Dolphins or looking at the Eagles and think somewhere else. What if he's looking at them and he still says, I want to be a Raven? You don't know what Lamar Jackson's thinking. I don't know what Lamar Jackson's thinking. That's why I say I don't know what the man's going to do. It's not up to me. It's his choice. If he leaves, if he wants to leave, he'll tell the franchise, they'll trade him. If he doesn't want to leave, they'll give him a contract eventually. I don't know what the man's going to do. You don't know what the man's going to do. None of us don't know what the man's going to do. Just because other teams are thriving does not mean Lamar's just looking to go somewhere else. We don't know what that man is thinking. The only person that knows what Lamar's thinking is Lamar himself. Lamar is the only one that knows what he's thinking. I'm not going to sit here and try to make assumptions based on certain actions. I don't know what he's thinking. You don't know what he's thinking. I'm not going to make assumptions. If he wants to leave, they'll trade him. If he doesn't want to leave, they'll give him a contract. Simple as that. It's up to Lamar with whatever he wants to do. But I'm not going to make speculations because I don't know what the man's thinking. None of us do. All right, can we please stop with this stupid calling the plays in late and breaking the huddle when only 10 seconds on the play clock? No, it's not going to stop. Because Greg Roman's been doing it his entire career, and he still has a job. Like I said, the Ravens are not going to punish him. They're not going to fire him. He's going to continue to do the things he's doing. And he's just going to be him. Win or lose today, he will walk back into his office in Owing Mills, Maryland, grab his coffee and his donuts, sit on his desk. Sit on his chair at his desk in his office, lean back and relax because they're not going to fire him. There will be no punishment from Greg Roman's making the same mistakes. We can complain about these calls, but nothing's going to change. They've addressed it multiple times in the media. Harbaugh has talked about how they need to fix that, and it's still there. There's no consequences for making the same mistakes over and over and over and over and over again. They're not going to punish Greg Roman. They're not going to fire him. Get used to it. That's just how it is. They don't have the guts to fire this dude. So we can complain about about calling plays late in the huddle and breaking off with 10 seconds. It's not going to stop. It's not. So when the media addresses again, John Harbaugh will give you the same spiel he's been giving all season, and then when it doesn't happen, he'll give the same spiel. So if they talk about it in the media, if it happens again in this game, and they talk about it in the media on Monday, he'll say the same thing. We'll look to fix it, and then they just won't fix it because that's the Ravens' way, and that's how we are right now as a franchise. It is what it is. Dolphins going 8-6 tonight. They might. They're in Buffalo. They're going to play in the snow. This should be an interesting one. I cannot wait to see that game go down. So they might actually go 8-6 tonight because the Bills are looking to try and hold on to that number 1 seed. But who the hell knows? We'll find out. Anyway, we have a second half of football left to play here. First half was pretty much dominated. Well, actually, first half was relatively even, but the Cleveland Browns were able to get the advantage and the edge over Baltimore. They have a 6-3 advantage here. Baltimore looked to tie the game, but Tucker missed the field goal, which was crazy. I know, but yeah, that's the game right now, 6-3. Here we go. Second half of football left to be played. Ravens do get the ball first, and the offense will come out here and do whatever the hell they're going to do. Well, Harbaugh can think about that when he gets fired. I mean, do you know if Eric DeCosta wants to fire him? Have you heard any talks about Eric DeCosta firing him? I haven't. Have you heard any talk about Steve Buscaglia firing him this season? I haven't. So, yeah. If they wanted Greg Roman gone, they could obviously oversee what Harbaugh's doing. But they haven't. The Ravens are fine with what they see here from Greg Roman. Hey, let me lock this door real quick. They are fine with what they see with Greg Roman. If they wanted Roman gone, if DeCosta or Biscotti wanted Roman gone, they would have just fired him. But they're fine with it. They're really just playing hands off here. 1st and 10, running the football with J.K. Dobbins. He picks up about 3 yards. Steve Biscotti is scared to fire him because he brought them a Super Bowl. I mean, Ozzie fired. All right. I'm just saying, Ozzie fired. Oh, yeah, talking about, more production in the past, whatever it is. Ozzie fired Brian Billick, and he helped us get a Super Bowl. So I don't see why the cost. Well, you know what? They're neighbors. I guess that's a bit different. You don't want to fire your neighbor. Imagine firing your neighbor, and then you got to walk out and see him. That's very awkward. I'm guessing he doesn't want to do that. Nice catch here by DeMarcus Robinson. He picks up a first down. That's the thing that kind of makes it very interesting. Because John Harbaugh and Eric DeCosta are neighbors. They live right next to each other. That'd be hella awkward if you fire this dude. So you might be onto something with that he's scared to fire him. I wouldn't say he's scared to fire him because he brought him a Super Bowl. He might be reluctant to fire somebody who he lives next door to. Can you imagine that? You fire him, and then the following day, you guys run into each other out there on your driveways. That's crazy. I don't want to do that. That's hella awkward. And I'm not going to move, and he's not going to move unless he gets a new job. Coaching for a different team in a different state. 1st and 10 here. Hand the ball to J.K. Dobbins. J.K. Dobbins is running the football well. First down picked up and more. J.K. Dobbins. Thank God for J.K. Dobbins being back and healthy. He is exactly what we need. Thank God for J.K. Dobbins. Thank God for Gus Edwards. Big run here. Huge pickup. We're in Browns territory. First down here for the Ravens. I hate both of these teams equally. Is there a way both teams can lose? I asked that when you guys went up against the Steelers in week 1. I'll say against the Steelers, against the Bengals in week 1. Unfortunately, there wasn't a way for you guys to both lose. So if there was, I would hope every week the Steelers would lose every game against every opponent. But unfortunately, there's no way. And hell, I was wishing for that when you went up against Cincinnati. I was wishing for that when you went up against Cleveland. But unfortunately, there's no way both teams can lose. Don't matter though. Steelers ain't doing anything this year, so I mean, y'all be sitting at home in January. I mean, we'll be joining you soon. We might win a playoff game, and we'll join you after that. But at least we'll get to be in the playoffs. So I don't know. That's a Pyrrhic victory for someone. Some Ravens fans will probably boast about that. I don't know. Either way, I mean, in January, after you guys finish early January, you guys are gonna be out, and then we'll have a week to probably celebrate, maybe win a playoff game afterwards. We'll come join you on the couch too. 2nd and 5, Gus Edwards with the ball. Gus Edwards pushing. Gus Edwards picking up the first down. Thank God for Gus Edwards and J.K. Dobbins. Just run this football. Just run this football. You don't need to worry about no pass game. Just run the football with those two guys. Oh, no. Oh, I thought there was a flag. Coach Tomlin's winning streak is about to end. Yep. If they get one more loss, the winning streak ends. Because they're what, 5-8 now? They're a 5-8 football team. So if they lose one more game, they'll be 5-9, which means that will be the first losing season of his career. And they're not about to just go the distance and win all their games. That's not happening with the Steelers. So he's gonna have his first losing season as a head coach this year, which isn't exactly his fault, but it is what it is. 1st and 10. They're gonna hand the ball off over the middle, pick up about 2 yards. 2nd down coming up here for the Ravens. Harbs won't fire G-Roll because he was the offensive coordinator for Jim Harbaugh in San Francisco. That's great. That's great. I mean, that's the speculation here. I just think the franchise won't fire him because they like his philosophy. And again, when you look at stats and numbers and you see the production there, you'll see and say, hey, I'm fine with that. His offense is putting up great production, great numbers. If we're playing the numbers and production game, obviously, check down, bro. Got it to DeMarcus Robinson. He had a check down with Justice Hill. Maybe he throws to him and he picked up a 1st down because he had some space, but I'm not mad at the selection. Got it to DeMarcus Robinson. He picks up a couple yards. Oh, yeah, by the way, he did the same thing, too, that we talked about. Him catching the ball and then, like, going backwards. I think there was a Chiefs fan that was talking about DeMarcus Robinson and asked me, does he still do this habit where he catches the ball and starts going backwards to see if he can get extra yards? He just did it right there. 3rd down and 6. I would prefer to pick up a 1st down here and keep this drive alive, but if we have to take a field goal, so be it. 3rd and 6. Here we go. Huntley takes a snap. Huntley is just going to take off. Huntley has all the space in the world to pick up this 1st down. You think he could beat Tom Brady in the foot race? Yeah. That's a weird question to ask, but yeah. Deontay Johnson does the same thing? Yes, he does. There's a good chunk of receivers in the league that catch the ball and go backwards trying to pick up extra yards because they're trying to go across the field. Like, trying to get back and then go and see if they can get the edge, which usually doesn't really work out in their way. I remember Michael Crouch used to do that sometimes. 1st down here. Ravens got to score a touchdown here, bro. They need this. This drive, 5 minutes off the clock, 6 rushes, 2 passes, 62 yards. Look at your check down. Look at your check down. Nothing there. Nothing there. Looking. He's not going to get the edge here. He's going to get tackled. It's moments like this that I would just wish he would throw the ball away. But apparently that's not in his game to just throw the ball away. It's like, I got to keep this drive alive, and just, like, stand there. I'd prefer if you throw the ball away because you're looking to get something with your check down. Also, Andrews, I don't know. It looked like he could have had 2 guys. I don't know. I would need to see the all-22 film to see if he had anything going there. But I'm not sure. Because it looked like he had potentially 2 guys open. Or 2 guys that were starting to go open because they were crossing. It is what it is. Here we go, 2nd and 13. Handing the ball to J.K. Dobbins. Look at the blocking here. J.K. Dobbins picking up a good couple of yards. 3rd down coming up here. 9 minutes left to go here. 3rd down and 10. Ravens not getting this through the air. Unless somebody just makes a mistake somewhere. Ravens most likely going to have to get this through the run. Either Tyler Huntley's going to scramble and pick up the 1st down, or they're going to pull some running play to try and pick up the 1st down here. But I'm not sure they're going to get this through the air unless somebody can get open. I would look for Mark Andrews if he can get open in the middle of the field, but I doubt the Browns are going to be looking to give something like that up. Either way, protect the football here. If you got to settle for 3, you got to settle for 3. Empty backfield here. 3rd down and 10 coming up. Huntley gonna take the snap. Did somebody jump? Huntley, he's gonna take off again. There's a flag. Huntley looking for Devin Duvernay. Incomplete. Flag on the play. Is this gonna be against the Ravens? Offsetting. Okay. All right. What's going on, Emilio? How you doing, bro? So this is going to be offsetting penalties. We're going to replay 3rd down here, which works for me. You know. We'll offset, redo 3rd down here because, I mean, you tried to go for Devin Duvernay for the touchdown. Couldn't get it there. Let's redo this again on 3rd and 10. 10 games since a touchdown by a wide receiver. Longest drought since the 2014-2015 Chiefs. 10 games since a receiver has scored a touchdown. This Ravens offense is pathetic, bro. 10 games since a wide receiver has scored a touchdown. My God. 3rd down and 10. Here we go. Huntley takes a snap. Throws. It is picked off. But y'all gonna win without Lamar Jackson, guys. Don't worry, we got it. Why did he even take the path he took? Look at Andrews breaking it. Wow, of course. I already told you once Tucker missed that field goal, a bunch of nonsense was gonna happen. Why did he take that? Like, looking at the play, if you waited a little bit longer, you saw Andrews starting to try to get open. You could have at least made the attempt. I'm so happy for Lamar right now. I mean, yeah, no, it's cool. We don't need Lamar. Trade Lamar. Tyler Huntley's the future, right? That's what people keep saying on Twitter. Tyler Huntley is the future. That's the guy. We don't need him. Trade Lamar for draft picks. That's what people keep saying on Twitter. You don't need Lamar Jackson. You're cool. All right, we'll see how that goes. We keep trying to tell you Tyler Huntley is a good player. He's a quality backup, but Lamar Jackson makes plays that, you know what, it is what it is. I'm tired of repeating myself. Y'all stick with y'all Tyler Huntley picks. No disrespect against Tyler Huntley. I like Tyler Huntley, but I like him as a backup. Defense has to win this game for us like every week. Is this a Super Bowl team still? Brandon, when have I ever said this was a Super Bowl team? You've been here throughout the season. When have I ever claimed the Ravens to be a Super Bowl team? When have I ever claimed them to be a Super Bowl team? I have said on several occasions I do not consider them a Super Bowl contending team. I am on record saying that. On several videos, I've said they are not a Super Bowl contending team. I said by the end of the season they could turn into it, but it depends on how they play down the stretch. But I've never claimed this Ravens team to be a Super Bowl contending team.
What's up, fam?
Chiefs would have scored on that drive. I would assume so, because they would have run a better play than that. But yeah, here we are with this nonsense. Ravens finding a way to turn the ball over in the red zone again. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. It's ridiculous, but this is what we're dealing with here. So welcome to the nonsense. Welcome to the nonsense. Oh, boy. That was a nice drive. Yeah, it was a nice drive until it got ruined by an interception. It was just a question. Now, you good, Brandon. I'm just saying, you say, is there a Super Bowl team still? I don't know how many people have been claiming the Ravens to be a Super Bowl team. I mean, you had Shannon Sharp who decided to pick them. I don't know why. What possessed him to do that? I don't know what was he doing? What was he thinking when he looked at his team and said, he really went on TV and said, you know what? I'm changing my pick. I like what I see from the Ravens. I'm going to pick the Ravens to get to the Super Bowl. What did he see from this squad that made him comfortable in saying that? All right, I mean, hell, you better hope the defense can carry. Again, when you're throwing the ball with this squad, we're screwed. So defense has to come out here and now make a stop. Shout out to Demon Reacts with a donation. Appreciate you, man. I knew coming into this game, this game would be painful. Surprised they won to the currently poverty Steelers. I mean, I was a bit surprised to see that, but I also thought they had the ability to because the defense was going. The Steelers offense ain't good either. Steelers offense isn't good either. So I'm not surprised that they beat the Steelers. Because again, the Steelers offense isn't good either. But yeah, I mean, coming into this game, I knew it was going to be painful and stressful, but I mean, I'm not stressful. I'm perfectly fine. I already knew what to expect coming into this game. So I'm not surprised to see it be a low-scoring game. I'm not surprised to see what's happening here. Maybe Baltimore wins this game. Maybe they don't. 2nd and 10, running the football is going to be your best friend, and the defense is going to have to come out here and play. They're going to have to play lockdown. They're going to have to play lockdown, and they're going to have to force turnovers. Right now, they got them in a 3rd down situation. You need to make a stop here on 3rd down and get the ball back to your offense because right now they continue to just hurt you. I said it. Don't turn the ball over. Do not give extra possessions to the Browns. And what have they done? They have turned the ball over. OBJ is so damn overrated. Just all talk ring chaser. I mean, this is what it is. I don't know. It is what it is. Oh. 3rd down and 7. Can the defense make a stop here? Or are the Browns going to pick up a 1st down to keep this drive alive? Watson takes a snap. Pressure's coming. Watson, he's going to take off. No, he's going to get sacked. But 2 flags came on the field. This is going to be a horse collar tackle or something. 3 flags came in. They're going to call us on Justin Houston. There it is. So that's a personal foul on Justin Houston. Automatic 1st down for the Browns. Hi, I'm new here. Let's go Ravens. What's going on, Ice Water? Welcome to the stream. We just chilling out here watching this awful game between. Dang, you already had him. Oh, that's rough. That's a bad one by Justin Houston. He usually gets those. I'm throwing hands with Harbaugh. If you can get down to Cleveland right now, feel free to. You think you can win a one-on-one fight with John Harbaugh? I'm not going to fight John Harbaugh. I know some fans that want to fight him. Hell, Spooky wants to fight him. Go ask Spooky if he wants to. Go ask Spooky if he feels that he can win a one-on-one fight with John Harbaugh. And look, Nick Chubb picks up another first down. All they needed to do was get away from the goal line. And now here we go. Look at this Ravens defense. They're going to start giving up some yards here. Another first down picked up. I'm still in shock about the Minnesota game. Hell of a comeback. It was a crazy game. Congrats to the Minnesota Vikings. They've been pulling off comebacks all year. Crazy, crazy game. Maybe the Browns will get Matt Ariza this offseason. What's going on, Sip? How you doing, bro? 1st and 10 here for the Browns. They are looking to add to their lead. Play action here. Amari Cooper makes the catch, picks up the first down. And it looks like the Browns are starting to take control of this game because there's not going to be a lot of possessions in this game. So you can't afford to really make mistakes. If you're Baltimore, you cannot afford to make mistakes. And honestly, the Browns look like they just continue to move the football. I don't know. Like they just look like they're just moving the football. Defense at some point, if you don't force a turnover, you're just not going to do anything. I'm sorry. Cleveland's already forced turnovers. They've made 2 stops at the goal line. So if you don't force turnovers, Baltimore, you're going to lose this game. You got to get the ball out of these guys' hands, and you got to get it back to your offense quickly. And Amari Cooper picks up another first down and more, and they're already in field goal range. So, yeah, this game's going sour quickly. And I'm not surprised. I knew it at some point they were probably going to lose a game without Lamar. Hey, give them credit for beating the Steelers. Give them credit for beating the Steelers. I did not think they'd win that game against the Steelers. I thought they had a shot, but I wasn't 100% sure. Don't know about this game. There's still plenty of time left, but already the defense is allowing Cleveland to move the ball down the field with efficiency. I mean, it's a low-scoring game, but look how easily they got into the red zone once again. 5:20 left, and they're at the 19-yard line. Now the defense has to hold them for yet another field goal. Play action here. Are they going to give up a touchdown? Watson running. Nothing there. He's going to get it to a receiver, and he makes the catch. Second down coming up here. I can't even get mad at this defense. Offense needs to step up. When do you expect this offense to step up with how bad they look? Where are they going to step up? You know the offense has been bad all season. Past week 3, this offense has been awful. And that was with Lamar. They were not good with Lamar because nothing was working well. The execution was awful and the play calling was inconsistent. And Lamar missed some throws and the receivers dropped some passes. So to ask them to step up, where? What, you're going to expect this offense led by Tyler Huntley to step up? I mean, as a Ravens fan, you hope they step up, but I don't see that happening. Cleveland, if they score a touchdown to make this a 10-point game, you might as well put this on ice because there's 4 minutes left in the third quarter, and I don't see how the Ravens come back from a double-digit deficit. They're not the type of team. This year's team doesn't look like they're the type of squad to come back from down double digits. 2021 Ravens, sure. 2022 Ravens, That was a poor throw by Deshaun Watson, but it was still caught by Woods, and it's 3rd down and short here. 3rd and 1. Ooh. No, actually, never mind. I didn't see. Hamilton was right there. That's not a poor throw by Deshaun Watson. I don't even know how he got that there. 3rd and 1. Play fake here. Watson. What the hell was that? He had a receiver. Watson rolled. Pressure was coming. He rolled to his right. Okay, so he took this under center. Play action here. Rolled to his right. Looked like he was going to take off. Stepped back. Had a receiver right in front of him. And he just missed him. Watson. So he expected the receiver to cut. Okay, that was a miscommunication problem right there. That was miscommunication because the receiver stopped. And I think Watson was expecting him to cut. So he was expecting him to cut and move forward. But instead, he stopped right there. They're going to go for this on 4th down, huh? They're going to run this. And the Ravens give up a 4th down. First down picked up here, so now it's 1st and goal. All right, so here we go. 3:30 left to go. If they score a touchdown here, Ravens going to be down 10, and that game is probably going to be sealed. All right. Not surprised. 1st and goal here. There's 3 minutes left. They're in trouble, bro. They are really in trouble. All right. I should be mad, but I'm not even surprised. So it is what it is. First and goal here. First and goal. Gonna hand the ball off. Hey. Second and goal. They're probably scoring a touchdown here. Second and goal coming up here. 2:43 left to go. Baltimore is in terrible, terrible situations, bro. They are in a terrible situation near the goal line. Time is going fast. This is going to be a quick football game, and Baltimore has no answer. They're going to be forced to throw the football, and once they get forced to throw the football, the game is going to be set. They ain't got a chance if they got to throw the football here. They don't have that type of offense. But things are perfectly fine. Just run it back next week. You're all good, Ravens, right? Ain't nothing going to change. Second and goal here. Incomplete. Humphrey locking down there. Third down coming up here. Third and goal. Let's see if we can make a stop here and try to get the ball. Got to give up a field goal, not a touchdown here. Let's see. This was a good play here by Marlon Humphrey. He locked up there on that one-on-one against Amari Cooper. Good play there. Third down and goal coming up here. Ay vey. Third and goal. Ravens desperately trying to stop a touchdown from happening. Watson takes a snap. Watson looking. Touchdown. Well, that's how the cookie crumbles. I mean, Patrick Queen, you were there to try and make that tackle. What happened? Patrick Queen's the one that's supposed to cover this. He played out. Why did he go outside? Wow, Patrick Queen, that was terrible by him. Just stay in your position, bro. Patrick Queen was right where he needed to be. Patrick Queen was right where he needed to be. Why did he play out? Why did he go out of his position? Humphrey was coming from the left. He was coming from the left. Humphrey was coming for the left. All Patrick Queen needs to do is stay in his position, and he has a chance to make that tackle. Why did he go out of position? For what? Well, Ravens down 10. I mean, that's how the cookie crumbles for the most part. They're in trouble. They can't get anything going offensively, and now they're down by 10. Why does Humphrey find a way to throw picks when he has a chance to get 3? What type of question is that? You make it seem like he wants to throw picks. Why does he find a way to throw? Bro, he's not going out there looking to turn the ball over. He's trying to make a play, and he may read the defense wrong. And he may read the defense wrong, or he puts the ball in the bad spot. That's how picks happen. You make mistakes. You either throw the ball in the wrong area, or you don't read the defense correctly, and the defense catches you lacking. But let's say, why does Huntley find a way to throw picks when we have a chance to get 3? Huntley's not looking to find ways for us to turn the ball over when we're looking for points. He's not finding ways of doing that. He's not actively looking for that. It just happens. Either he didn't read the defense right, or he made a bad throw. We definitely need Lamar. No. According to Twitter, we don't need Lamar. Tyler Huntley's the guy, right? That's what I was told. I mean, let's forget about what Lamar has done for this franchise. I mean, how he's pretty much carried us when we haven't been a good team. But nah, we good. Tyler Huntley can do exactly what Lamar Jackson can do. That's what I was told. How you doing today, man? I'm doing good. I mean, the Ravens are losing by 10. I guess I should be mad, but honestly, I'm chilling. It's Saturday, bro. It's Saturday, and I'm having fun. It's Saturday, and I'm chill, man. I'm chilling out on a Saturday. I got nothing to worry about and got no complaints after this, so I'm going to go chill out. Ooh, maybe I have to do that game between the Dolphins and the Bills. I might have to do that one. Who knows? We'll see if I'm able to. But yeah, I'm not worried. I mean, Ravens win or lose, it is what it is. Well, time for another season being ruled by the Bengals. If it happens, it happens at the end of the day. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. All you can do is just hope Lamar Jackson comes back. That home playoff game that everyone was hoping for, that one's pretty much... They lose this game, you can throw it out the window. Unless you beat Cincinnati in Week 18. Bengals are just waiting for the Ravens to make a mistake. That's just it. They're just waiting for him to make a mistake. They're just waiting for the Ravens to make a mistake. The minute the Ravens make a mistake, the Bengals are going to take over. Now, Tampa Bay beats some of my laugh. Because that means the Ravens are getting so many breaks for no reason. All right, here we go. First and 10, 2:10 left. Just down by 10. All right, yeah. See, the Browns and the Steelers are both in a hunt, but I don't see how they're gonna get this. Then again, if you could win today, you'll be 6-8, which kind of puts you in that. I guess. I don't know. Honestly, based on this record, I don't know if I want to go up against the Dolphins. I'd rather take on the Titans. You know, I think being a let's take on the Titans again. You know, we dropped the 9-5. We'll be the 5th seed. We can take on the Tennessee Titans. That's a much better matchup than dealing with the Miami Dolphins. Because I don't think our defense is handling those guys. Honestly, forget the division. Forget the division. Drop to the wild card spot and take on the Titans. Demarcus Robinson caught that and fumbled the football. I don't know what to tell you. What Titans? I don't know if the Ravens will be in the picture. Well, I mean, yeah, they will. The Jets and the Patriots, they beat both of them. So they have the tiebreaker. Titans will beat us. I think we got a better chance against the Titans than the Dolphins. If the Titans beat us, the Titans beat us. We have a better chance against the Titans than we do against the Dolphins. You want to play Miami and deal with Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle again? With the way this team's playing? You want to deal with that high-flying offense? I do not. I'll take the Titans. Both the Titans and the Ravens are crumbling at the worst moment, but somehow they look like they'll make the playoffs. So, hey, whoever wins that game is not going to the Super Bowl, so it don't matter to me. I'd rather take on the Titans than deal with the Dolphins. Forget that home playoff game. Let's go on the road and take on the Titans. But, the person that was saying, let me see, who was saying about the playoffs? Someone was saying something about, let me see, trust me, my team, in my opinion, is much worse than you guys. I mean, yeah, you're entitled to your opinion. What times? I don't know if the Ravens will be in the playoff picture. Bro, they beat both the Jets and the Patriots. They have the tiebreaker against them. And they have 2 more wins than either the Patriots or the Jets. Literally, Baltimore needs to win 1 more game. I think if Baltimore wins 2 games, they clinch a playoff spot. If Baltimore wins 1 more game and the Jets or Patriots lose 1 more game, Baltimore's in the playoffs. So chances are there'll be a wild card spot, whether it's the 5th seed, the 6th seed, or the 7th seed. It comes down to that. We needed to run the table pretty much to even sniff the playoffs. That's also assuming everyone else in front of us will fall off the face of the earth. We'll see what happens. Y'all are goofy if y'all really think Baltimore ain't going to the playoffs. I mean, they're most likely going to the playoffs, but they're not going far, so it is what it is. We would lose to whoever we play. I mean, you got a chance against the Titans, because the Titans are just as bad as us. And they're probably more injured than us this year. The Titans are broken, and we are broken too, but you know, both of those teams aren't going far, so whoever wins that playoff game is just competing to see who's going to get smacked in the divisional round by either the Bills or Chiefs. So it is what it is. It won't be the Titans. It will be the better team that owns the Titans, the Jaguars. We'll have to see. The Jaguars got some work to do, but they're in the picture. I don't know. Maybe the Titans hold on and don't blow it, or maybe the Jaguars take it. We'll see. I should be angry. You said that about my Tennessee Titans, but trust me, I believe you. We are too injured to do anything. I mean, both teams are broken. It is what it is. So whoever wins that game is not going far. We already know that. Our receivers are absolutely garbage, all of them. Well, that's what you invested in. You picked up Demarcus Robinson. Have fun with that. Titans have a better coach. One can make the argument based on how they've looked over the last couple of years. You can say that Mike Vrabel's been a better coach than John Harbaugh. You can at least make that assumption. I mean, they got the number 1 seed last year with a broken team like that. Who knows? Anyway, Ravens continue to turn the ball over. They're not doing anything. Baltimore is going to probably lose this football game, and that's just how the cookie's going to crumble. So now you're going to have to ask the defense to go out there and stop another. Well, they're at the 40-yard line, so maybe you get a stop here. Or maybe you just give up damn near 9 yards. Yeah, this game is probably going to come down to it. Where's my charger? I'm just going to step out as the Ravens continue to humiliate themselves. But yeah, you got it. And now Marcus Peters is hurt. I mean, just that's all you need, bro. Ravens season is collapsing in front of him. Let me just hope the Commanders can make the playoffs so I can at least have something fun to do this year. Where the hell did my charger go? right, so I think my charger is actually upstairs. So I'm going to wait until commercial break. I'm going to wait until commercial break to go get my charger because my phone is about to die. And I got to check on some things. I'll also be seeing on Twitter. 3rd down and 2. Defense going to make a stop. No, they give up a 1st down. But there's a flag on the play, so that's going to be a hold. Whoa! If that's a hold, that might actually push them out of field goal range. Hold on. If that's a hold, that pushes them out of field goal range. That pushes them out of field goal range. Okay, so I guess Baltimore might get luckier for that stupid hold. Now, you have to make a stop now because it's going to be 3rd down and 12. Don't let them get back in field goal range. It comes down to that. That's a clear hold. You are holding Hamilton. You are clearly holding Hamilton. All right, 3rd down and 12. This actually knocks them out of field goal range because they were right around the 33 or something like that. Let me see. 3rd and 12. Yeah, this knocks them out of field goal range. And Watson gets sacked. So the defense finds a way to make a stop and keep it a 10-point game. Offense gets the ball back. There's a minute left in the 3rd quarter, getting ready to head into the 4th. I mean, you can't trust anything the offense is doing, so. I'm now in the process of streaming 30 seasons of The Simpsons. Good luck with that, bro. Wait, I got a question. Did Lamar actually travel with the team to Cleveland? I actually don't know that. Is he on the sideline? Because I don't know if Lamar actually traveled with the team. I didn't check for that. Did he travel with the team or is he still in Baltimore? Does anyone know that? Chiefs versus the Eagles will be a hell of a Super Bowl. Don't know if that's going to be the 2 teams, but a lot of people make those assumptions. What's going on with Pepe? I have no clue. I don't see the Bengals losing to the Bucs. After all, Brady did get beat bad enough last week that Fox changed the game. I mean, Brady doesn't just take those losses standing down. Or just take those losses sitting down, so I don't know. It's not going to be Chiefs versus Eagles, bro. Who knows? Anyway, I'm going to be right back. I have to go pick up my charger. It's going to be Bengals versus the Niners. I don't see that happening. I can see the Niners, but the Bengals, I don't know about that. I just don't think the Bengals can beat the Bills. That's just me. I can see Bills versus Niners, but I don't think the Bengals can beat the Bills. They may have Kansas City's number, but I don't think they have Buffalo's number. I would take the Bills over taking the Bengals. Anyway, I'm going to go get my charger. All right. Okay. Ravens have the football at the 9. What the hell? Oh my goodness. Okay, big J.K. Dobbins. Look at this run from J.K. Dobbins. Oh my God, that's a huge run. I come back to watch J.K. Dobbins get a huge run like that? Oh my God. J.K. Dobbins. Okay. Okay, J.K. Okay, J.K. See, if he was 100%, he would have been able to do something there. Quick throw to Devin Duvernay. Duvernay's got the ball now, and Duvernay's taking off. Oh my God. All of a sudden, the offense is doing something. Okay. Ravens look like they could be in business here if they don't mess this up, and that ends the quarter. I come back to watch this happen. That's crazy. As soon as I walked in the door, I got my charge. As soon as I walked in the door, I watched J.K. Dobbins take the ball from the 10-yard line or the 9-yard line all the way up to midfield, and then a quick toss to Devin Duvernay, and he takes it to like the 35-yard line. Oh my God, that's crazy. That is wild. That's crazy. Anyway, it's the fourth quarter here, so we will see how things progress. One more quarter of football left, ladies and gentlemen. Honestly, I want this game to be over as quickly as possible. I just want this game to be over, man. Oh, my God. Ravens versus Browns 2020 in Ohio was my favorite game. That was an awesome game. Very stressful, too. And it came down to the wire, and both teams knew it was on the line, especially for the Ravens. They couldn't afford to lose that game. I'm not going to lie. Go back and look at how the season ended. If Baltimore lost that game, they would have missed the playoffs. If they would have lost that game to Cleveland, they would have missed the playoffs. That's the type of situation you were in. Man, looks like the Ravens could be in business here with this drive. You're down 10. You got to score a touchdown here. Cardinals' biggest disappointment in this season. Cardinals the biggest disappointment this season. 4-9 now. I guess so. Because, I mean, well, no. Cardinals are not the biggest disappointment. The Denver Broncos are the biggest disappointment. Denver Broncos are absolutely the biggest disappointment. Many people believed the Broncos would be a Super Bowl contending team. Nobody was sitting there and really chanting for the Cardinals to be a Super Bowl contending team. People said with Russell Wilson in Denver, they are going to be a contending team. Instead, what you got was one of the worst teams in football and arguably the worst offense in the league. After the day, the Colts are... What about the Raiders? I mean, no one expected the Raiders to be a Super Bowl contending team. The only people that thought they could be a Super Bowl contending team were Raider fans themselves. They made the playoffs last year, congratulations, but no one thought they were a contending team. Everybody was saying the Broncos are going to be a contending team. Instead, you got the worst offense in football and Russell Wilson looking like the worst quarterback in the NFL this season. So, yeah, no, the biggest disappointment has to be to the team people thought could make the Super Bowl in the Denver Broncos. Who'll be the quarterback next year if Lamar leaves? Jackson, I mean, I don't know how many times we got to explain this to people. The Lamar Jackson cannot leave. I know they keep saying he's free agent, but there's a thing that is called the franchise tag. Lamar cannot leave. They keep saying this franchise, they keep saying this, Lamar's going to leave. They have a thing called a franchise tag. He's not going to just leave. The only way he leaves Baltimore is if he gets traded. He cannot just up and leave. They can franchise tag him. Oh my God, the most points allowed in the fourth quarter of the season. Baltimore has given up 115 points, and the Browns and Saints have both given up 110. That kind of just tells you how this has been. But yeah, Lamar Jackson cannot just up and leave. He cannot up and leave if he wanted to. It's a thing called there's a thing called the franchise tag, and they will use it on Lamar if they feel the need to. Second down coming up here. Why are you throwing the football? Just run the ball. Oh, my God. That's why I said God forbid. I mean, you can say God forbid he can't leave. Like, I'm giving you the whole thing. You're saying God forbid. There's no God forbid there. You can't, legitimately. There's no God forbid in any sort of situation there because he cannot leave of his own accord. Now, if you want to say who would be the quarterback if Lamar asks for a trade, God forbid, I get you there. But he just cannot up and leave. They can franchise tag him. He can't leave, bro. I don't know how else to tell you. He just cannot leave. Wow, Gus Edwards got stopped. Gus Edwards got stopped. Third down and 6. Third and 6. It's starting to snow over there in Cleveland. Ravens have been relatively solid on third down. 5 for 9 is not bad. Third and 6. Huntley takes a snap. Incomplete. Fourth down here. You're going to have to kick a field goal. All you're you're down 10, you need 3. Can you get a field goal here? You're down 10, you need 3. Tucker here for the field goal. There's still 14 whole minutes left. This is a 51. This is a 50-yard field goal attempt, so let's see what happens here. But you just need some points. Can Tucker get you 3 here and make this a 7-point game? Here we go. Field goal's up. We might be cooked for this game. We might be cooked. They can't do anything right. Can't do anything right. Can't hit a field goal. Can't do anything right. Can't do anything right. Can't do anything right. We should have 15 points right now. We should have a lot of things right now, but we don't have them. So I'm not going to think about what we should have. I'm going to look at what we do have. And this is what we have. I'm not going to talk about what we should have. You can only focus on what you have. Because what you should have, you don't have it. So it don't matter about what you should have had. You can only talk about what you have. And what we have right now is 3 points. I hope Cleveland rots. You're going to blame Cleveland for trying to win the football game? I'm sorry. Cleveland's trying to fight for their playoff lives. They don't have time to deal with Ravens fans that feel salty and saying, I hope Cleveland rots in hell. I mean, yeah, they probably don't care because they're fighting for their playoff lives. If Baltimore chose not to show up, Cleveland's going to do everything they can to take advantage of it. That you shouldn't be pointing your rage towards the Browns. Point your rage towards the Ravens that are playing like this. I wouldn't say that towards Cleveland because Cleveland's fighting for their playoff lives. They understood the moment, and they're playing like their playoff lives are intact. They understand that their season's on the line in this game. They have to win to get back into the playoff picture. So if you got any rage, point it towards the Ravens because they understand the circumstances, and they're playing like this. I'm not mad at Cleveland for playing like this and fighting for their playoff lives. If the Ravens keep playing this bad, I might as well root for the Panthers to do. Actually, you know what? They could potentially win the division, but I doubt it's going to happen. I wouldn't root for the Panthers. I wouldn't bet on them doing anything. They look much better under Steve Wilkes, and I'll even say they look better than the Ravens right now. A lot of teams look better than the Ravens right now. You have Lamar Jackson when he comes back. I have either a bad Ryan Tannehill or a raw Mike Williams. We don't even know if Lamar's coming back. We assume he's coming back, but we don't even know. Like, I don't even know. This is the first time 2 missed field goals have happened for Justin Tucker since December 22nd of 2018. Craziness. I'm not saying I'm leaving the Ravens, but I'm not liking what I'm seeing. I mean, feel free to do what you got to do. Second down coming up here for the Browns. I'm more angry at the Ravens, don't get me wrong. This is just a frustrating game, to be honest. Yeah, but I'm not going to take my anger out on Cleveland. They're just fighting for their playoff lives. They understand the moment. Take your anger out on the Ravens for playing like this. The new name for the Ravens is Can't Get Right. It is what it is. I just dare any of these idiots to say we should let Lamar walk after this game. Feel free to say it if they want to. I mean, it's not going to change. If Lamar is out next game, I'm not sure we'll beat the Falcons. I'm not sure we'll win another football game without Lamar. You managed to beat you barely held on and beat the Steelers, but I don't know if you're gonna win this game, and I don't know if you're gonna win next week either. Our record is fine compared to Cleveland. I mean, yeah, but I mean, if you're trying to fight for the division, you might as well give up the division hold. I'd rather take a away playoff game. I don't trust the team at home anyway. You don't understand, though. I understand perfectly. Cleveland is letting an accused man play, so they have a right to say those things. But here's the problem with that, Brandon. They're not saying those things because of Deshaun Watson. They're saying those things because our team is losing to them. It has nothing to do with Deshaun Watson and his assault cases. It has nothing to do with that. It has nothing to do with that. They're not saying, I hope Cleveland rots in hell because they're letting Deshaun Watson play. That man said, I hope Cleveland rots in hell because they're beating our football team. They're not saying that because of Deshaun Watson. They're saying that because the Ravens are losing to them. So that's a different thing. It has nothing to do with Deshaun Watson here. It's because we're losing. I would not be surprised if the Ravens lose the rest of their games this season. Well, if Lamar doesn't get back, you probably will. Browns are first round exits anyway. Okay, Marie. I mean, you could say the same for the Ravens. What have the Ravens shown you that makes you think they can go the distance? Even if Baltimore makes it there, chances are they're first round exit too. Even with Lamar, you don't trust this team. They've blown too many leads this year. It's one of those Ravens games. What a bad day. Yeah, I mean, I told you. I tried to explain it to y'all, but y'all never seem to listen when we try to tell you these things. When Tucker misses a field goal early on in the first half, it usually bodes bad luck for the Ravens. All of a sudden, everything they were doing right, they can't do right. And here it is. 13 minutes left in the game. You're down by 10. Good luck to you. Defense should have scored a touchdown. All the money to get paid. I mean, I don't know how defense goes score a touchdown in that situation unless you want to pick six. But, I mean, they're not giving them any opportunities. How you doing, Jack? Welcome to the show. There's a lot of people here that are very disgusted with what they're seeing by the Ravens. So, yeah, it's getting dicey in the comment section. If the Ravens and Titans face off in the playoffs, one of them is going to break their curse. I mean, break their curse in what? I mean, winning a playoff. What curse? What specific curse are you talking about, Steven? Because, I mean, winning a playoff game in the wild card round is not going to help them in the division round. They're just going to fight to see who's going to get eliminated by the Bills or Chiefs. That's not that much. That's not. I mean, it's not much really to say there. Lamar is a kind of crybaby. He could have came back last year. He only suffered an ankle injury. An ankle injury isn't even as it wasn't even just an ankle injury. It was a bone bruise. They literally explained what the injury is and explained how Lamar Jackson was not going to be able to come back on the field. Also, I hate when people just like say this thing about athletes and injuries. You don't know what that man's going through. You don't know what type of injuries he has. I've had ankle injuries. I've suffered ankle injuries. You can't just straight up come out there and just play on an ankle injury after 1 or 2 weeks. It's not like that, depending on how it heals. And Lamar didn't just have an ankle injury. It was a severe, and I'm not even going to explain it, bro. I just hate when people try to do these things where like, oh, man, this athlete's weak. Bro, you don't know what type of pain they're going through. How about you step on the field? And how about someone shattered, I'm not going to wish that on you, but how about you experience the pain they're experiencing and then see if you can go play a football game? Like, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Sitting there saying it's an ankle injury, he's a crybaby because of the ankle injury, and it was more than just an ankle injury. You don't know what type of pain these athletes are going through on a weekly basis. Some of them are dealing with serious injuries, and they're just playing through it because they have to play through it. You have no clue how these athletes are feeling, and they're putting their bodies on the line. So for you to sit back and say, oh, yeah, he's a crybaby because of an ankle injury, it's not that severe. Bro, you don't know what they're going through. Legitimately don't know what they're going through. Like, come on, bro. Come on, bro. You know you don't know what they're going through. If you were dealing with that pain, you would have subsided to that pain long ago. 3rd down and 7 here. Can they make a stop? Looks like Deshaun Watson's going to run right up the middle. And, yeah, this game is probably over. This game is probably over. This game is probably over. They're not making a single stop. This game is probably over. This game is probably over. At this point, I'm not even watching the game. I'm just reading updates. But don't blame you. This defense can't stop Watson. Not surprised. I can't complain. I have a question for you. In all honesty, since Mitch is starting for the Steelers, do you think there's a 50-50 chance that they could still make it to the playoffs without Pickett? No. 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 If they don't have Pickett, they're not going to have a shot. No. What's going on, Go Man? How you doing, bro? But no, I'm going to be very honest with you, Jack. Then they don't have a shot. They're not going to make the playoffs without Pickett being the quarterback. Mitchell Trubisky is not to be trusted. They're not going to make the... If they have Pickett, they have a shot. With Kenny Pickett, they have a shot. They were winning games with Pickett. They weren't even turning the ball over. They went 3 straight games without turning the ball over. The minute Mitchell Trubisky comes in, 3 interceptions. So I don't know what to tell you, man. They're just, no. With Mitchell Trubisky, no. They don't have a shot. I'm sorry to tell you that. If Kenny Pickett was there, you have a chance. Because he was playing well and protecting the football. But with Mitchell Trubisky, you're probably going to be screwed. Watson gets it. Okay, he flips it backwards. So, I mean, he could have got sacked. And Calais Campbell is hurt. And that's just what's happening here. This team is awful. Fire everybody now. No one's going anywhere. Everyone's going to keep their job. And they're going to run it back next week. That's how the Ravens do their things. Is David Ojabo even playing on defense? I have no clue. I haven't seen him. Calais Campbell's down right now. Okay, we got to score next time we get the ball. We've set that for the last 3 possessions, and we've gotten a turnover, and a blocked field goal. So that's what we've done the last 3 possessions. A pick, a fumble, and a missed field goal. Before that, and a blocked field goal. Before that, our last possession, missed field goal. So we've had 4 straight possessions where we have got no points. And yeah, we do got to score the next time we get the ball. Problem is, they can't seem to find a way to score when they get the ball. They either turn the ball over or they're just missing field goals. So I don't know what to tell you, bro. I don't know what to tell you. I should have not even suited if he was not playing anything. I don't even know. Again, this is the Ravens' way. They're the ones that chose to activate him, and at the same time, they're the ones that are choosing not to play him. It's not Ojabo. Ojabo cannot control when he gets out there, when he doesn't get out there. The Ravens control that. So I'm not going to blame Ojabo if he's not playing. Go look at the coaches. They're not putting him out there. And if he is out there, he's probably not out there for a lot of snaps. Go look at the coaches. Ojabo does not have control as to whether or not he can get on the field. It comes down to the coaches. So go look at the coaches for that. Ready for the draft next year? Because that's what it seems like we're heading to. I mean, a lot of teams are heading to that. Is JPP playing? Yes, he is. Y'all say this. These type of injuries are no joke, and they really do affect your gameplay. I've played football in high school and messed up my ankle, and haven't really been the same since. Yeah, ankle injuries are actually serious. If Pickett did not have a second concussion, the Steelers would maybe have a chance, but now we are down to Mitch and Mason. Honestly, Mason is a good passer. We've seen Mason Rudolph. Good when it comes to his passing ability. I wouldn't say it's good. Maybe you could say it's salvageable. Maybe it's somewhat decent, but good is not what I would say with Mason Rudolph. There's a reason why I saw many Steeler fans completely. On several occasions, they've straight up said, we don't want this man on the field. They've come out and said, we don't want this man on the field. They do not like this man. They do not believe in it. And again, when he was on the field, he wasn't exactly playing well. He wasn't standing out. He's decent, but I wouldn't say he's great. Never give up, never surrender. I mean, yeah, that's the mindset, obviously. You play into the end. That's just how it is in sports. Never say never. We just saw a game where we saw the Minnesota Vikings. We just saw a game where the Minnesota Vikings were down 33 heading into halftime. They came back and won the game. You never give up in sports. We're free to say our opinions, but that doesn't mean we should give up. I don't think the Ravens are going to the Super Bowl, but I'm not going to sit back and say that they can't. 3rd down and 11 here. 11:36 left to go. They're going to run this ball. Wow, they got a good run there. They almost picked up the 1st down. So here comes the field goal. They make this a 13-point game. Oh my God, will it be another type of situation where it's a 16-3 lead? You got a 16-3 lead, right? You got a 16-3 lead, and then they pull off a comeback the same way we saw the what's it called? Both the Bucks come back against the Saints, and then the Panthers come back against the Raiders. Anyway, here comes the field goal. I am probably way behind, but there's nothing I can do about it. I didn't start. I can't. I'm not watching this off of television. He just missed that field goal. Wow. Completely yanked that. So the game is still a 10-point game, which means Baltimore is still alive in this. All right, so again, 1st and 10 now. They're going to start from wherever the hell they were kicking that field goal. I know I'm definitely behind. I ain't even going to cap. I know I'm definitely behind. There's nothing I can do about it, but it is what it is. But yeah, he just shanked that. Well, it's starting to snow out there, so, I mean, the weather's starting to affect the environment. But he just straight up shanked that. And now if you're the Ravens, you have no choice but to score here. And I don't know if you want to make another kick because the weather conditions are starting to get bad out there, so it's either a touchdown or nothing. So 1st and 10 here for the Ravens. They have life. If it became a 2-score, well, it is a 2-score game, but if it became a 13-point game, you would need 2 touchdowns. There's 11 minutes left to go in the game. The snow's starting to get heavy. You have life, but I don't know if Baltimore can pull off a comeback here. 1st and 10. False start. Ah, man. This team is such a headache. I just want this to be over with. Can this be over with so I can actually go watch a better football game? I can't wait for Bills and Dolphins because that's going to be a fun game. I'm tired of watching the Ravens. And look, Calais Campbell's going back there. He's actually hurt. You're just losing more players. That's horrible, and there's just nothing you can do about it, man. I just want this to be over with. 1st and 15. Huntley throws over the middle. It is caught by Duvernay. Duvernay picks up a good chunk. 2nd down here. Now that there's 10 minutes left, what do you do if you're Baltimore? The running game's been effective. First of all, I think you guys got to start going no huddle. You have to start going no huddle. So whether you have to run the ball or you're throwing it, you got to go no huddle. So that was a 10-yard pickup here. 2nd down and 5. You may have to start going no huddle here. 2nd and 5. Any quick throws here? Got it to Andrews. 1st down. Get back up. No huddle. No huddle this entire drive. You got to go no huddle. Put the defense in a disadvantage. Go no huddle because these play calls aren't working. Go no huddle. Quick throws. Don't look for anything big down the field. You don't need to try to force anything. Quick throws. Get it to get it to Demarcus Robinson. Quick throws right there. There's 10 minutes left. It's a 10-point game. You're still technically in it. Just go out there and execute on the quick plays. Second down and 4. Jeff Saturday is trash. He's the worst head coach in the NFL. Don't know if he's the worst head coach, but he hasn't looked good in some of the games he has had. Nothing happened there, so I don't know what to tell you. 3rd down and 4 coming up here. This is I feel like it's got to be. How did you fall down? How did my controller fall down? It's got to be 4-down territory. If you're the Ravens, it's got to be 4-down territory because you don't know the next time you're going to get the football back. I don't know if punting. I know there's plenty of time left, but you're at near midfield. You got to score some points here. Possessions are not common. Incomplete. I don't know what you do in this situation. Do you punt or do you go for it? I feel like it's 4-down territory, but I don't know if Baltimore is going to try to take that risk. They have no choice but to go for it. 10 minutes left. You're going to have to go for it. Hey, you got a chance to win, but I mean, oh, look at the time running out. They're not going to get this snapped. They barely got it snapped. Incomplete. Don't know what to tell you. Team is just not looking good. I mean, even if they make the playoffs, this team's not going the distance. Look at how they're playing. They look awful. You think they're going to make a change? No. You think they're going to make a change? No. We're going to run it back. So congratulations. You've wasted time. The only thing James Prochet brings to the team is penalties and being Bateman's best friend. I mean, yeah, I guess. See, I'm already tired of this season, and I'm already tired of the gimmicks and the nonsense, so I don't have any energy left to be mad at them. I just can't. I'm just so used to just seeing this now. It is what it is at this point. Like, I'm gassed out, guys. How many times can one person just get angry? The team doesn't want to change. The team doesn't want to improve. The team is not making any efforts to make those changes. They are what they are. They're a prideful bunch. They don't want to make those changes. They're not going to change. Nothing's going to change. So why should I specifically show any sort of rage or anger towards this team? I don't have the energy for that. I just don't have the energy for that. I want to enjoy the rest of this season. So I just don't have the energy to sit back and complain about Greg Roman and the offense and John Harbaugh and the coaching. I don't. Man, Cleveland's so cocky with their owner. Lamar doesn't play. Dude, who the hell cares? They're trying to fight for a playoff spot. They're free to say whatever they want. They're up 10. Who the hell cares if they want to talk trash? Who? Let them talk trash. They're fighting for a playoff spot and they're winning the game. Lamar, no Lamar, who cares? When you are trying to make the playoffs, you don't give a damn if you're facing off against a freaking Pop Warner quarterback out there. You're trying to make the playoffs. No one gives a damn. Whoever's on the field is going to play. So they can say whatever they want. They can be cocky or not. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't. Defense makes a stop on 3rd down here, so they're probably going to go for this here, or they might kick a field goal. But then with the weather, maybe you just go for it. Tyler Huntley sucks. With Lamar hurt, it's actually a good thing because now they see how horrible they are without him and shows how bad our coaching really is. Lamar is the reason the coachings are even here. We've pointed this out, but it doesn't really matter. Yeah, they're going to go for this here. I don't see why you don't go for it here. Is Jacoby Brissett in the game? Yo! They put Jacoby Brissett in the game! He got it. They put Jacoby Brissett in the game. Oy. They won't, dude. They're literally fighting for their playoff lives. They could not give a damn what we're doing. They don't care. Oh yeah, by the way, and you're right about they won't see. Yeah, they're not going to see anything. They're just chalking up to a bad night. You're absolutely right. Nothing's going to change. So that's why I keep trying to tell you guys, stop getting frustrated. Stop getting mad. Nothing's going to change. Baltimore's going to remain to be the same thing. You're not going to wake up and all of a sudden tomorrow Greg Roman's fired. It's not going to happen. They're not changing anything. So they're just going to pour it on, and the game's going to be over, and I can just move on. The team's getting ready to be a 9-5 football team, and that's just what it is. If I was Lamar, I would sit for the rest of the season. Screw the Ravens and the ungrateful Ravens flock. You know, a lot of people have been saying Lamar should just, like, sit for the rest of the season and not step foot on the field without a contract. Because, like, they seem like they don't care. Because look at what they've surrounded him with. They don't really seem to care. I mean, look at the crap he's got to deal with on offense. And y'all think another quarterback could just come in and deal with this and just help them succeed. You're watching this team. And some of y'all really think Tyler Huntley is the answer. Good luck with that. How is Ravens flock ungrateful? Real fans are begging for him to be paid. Well, see, there's a lot of, well, again, here's the thing. There's a lot of people in a fan base. Whether you declare them real fans or not real fans, there's a lot of fans in this fan base that have said Lamar shouldn't get paid the amount of money he wants, or Lamar is not the guy, or all this other crap. So you get that within the fan base. So we're under 6 minutes now, and Baltimore's chances to win the game have pretty much diminished. Ravens are getting exactly what we would deserve. This is what happens when you don't invest in the offense. What else is new? I mean, I don't know what else to tell you. I've been saying that for months. Nothing's going to change, though. I mean, they'll still be the same. They don't listen. They don't learn. They don't grow. They're going to be the same thing. And then if Lamar gets healthy enough, they'll just say, Lamar, save us, and just hope for the best. And when Lamar is not able to save you every week, we'll have some of the fans that want to blame Lamar and say he doesn't deserve his contract, because we have fans like that. I thought we established Huntley wasn't the answer at the end of last season. You would think so, but people have continued to say, hey, we should have him because, you know, he can do this, and he's just as good as Lamar and all this other stupid nonsense. But I don't really care. Ravens are getting, oh, I said, yeah, they are getting exactly what they deserve. Titans are pretty bad themselves. Yeah, but they're injured as hell. We've yet to lose a divisional game. We'll prepare for the first L in the division. And Cincinnati is just sitting back and smiling because they're trending up and Baltimore's trending down. The only thing you can hope for is Lamar to come back and save you. They put all their eggs into Bateman and didn't at least get someone else. This team is unserious. I said they were an unserious football team a long time ago. And they're not going to change. This is the Ravens, so, I mean, hard for me to get mad. Hard for me to get mad. Hard for me to rage. I don't have the energy to do that. I don't. We need to win one more game out of the next 3. That's true. But, I mean, you can go win one more game, get into the playoffs, and get humiliated however you want it to be. That's just how it is, bro. 2nd and 7. Another stop here. 5:14 left to go. Baltimore is utilizing their timeouts now, I guess. Same Ravens fans are too stupid to realize all Lamar had to put up with. Tried to point it out, but it is what it is. Nothing you can do. Ravens utilizing their timeouts because they ain't got a choice. This game is pretty much cooked. I'm going to be very honest. I don't see a comeback happening, not with this type of team. But again, they're not going to change. Nothing's going to improve. They're going to run it back next week. And it is what it is. 3rd down and 6 coming up here. Third down and 6. Deshaun Watson gets sacked. All right, they're going to set up for a field goal. If they can make this a 13-point game, Baltimore is going to be forced to, like, even if they get a touchdown, Baltimore will be forced to have a touchdown. They actually need 2 touchdowns to win the game if they can make this field goal here. So 1 under 5 left to go. You need Baltimore to go down the field and somehow score a touchdown. And it is what it is at the time. Still a 10-point game. Obviously, they can take as much time off the clock they want and then kick the field goal. How many yards is this? 46-yard field goal. All right, the kick is up, and you cannot be serious. He missed another field goal. These 2 teams are unserious, bro. What type of game is this? This game is awful. What type of unserious football is this? How do you miss? So both kick. I mean, Justin Tucker missed the field goal, but the second one was blocked. This time, this guy just shanked both. What in the hell is this? Oh my God, what is this? These kickers are so bad. I agree. They're so unserious. The Browns seem to be trying so hard to round this game away. Yeah, they are. Titans need 9 wins to get the division, but they may not even get that. They could. I mean, they could. Who knows? We'll see what happens. They're a 7-win football team. They need 2 more. We'll see if they can get it. Brady about to have an easy win. I don't know about that. Outside of Lamar, I don't think we have any major injuries. This is just how the... Well, we got a couple injuries now because I know Calais Campbell went down, and I don't know if Marcus Peters is back. But we don't have any major injuries. This is just how the team is minus Lamar. Lamar would have dropped 20 on Cleveland, and we would have... I mean, yeah, we probably still would have complained. Ravens are worse than the Falcons. I mean, the offense looks worse than the Falcons. Yeah, Peters out too. So, yeah, no Marcus Peters, no Calais Campbell. So, we've got guys that dropped today. About on the offense, but he makes an impact. Oh, he makes an inept offense look semi-competent. That is true. I mean, Lamar can make us. He's really literally made up for a lot of the ineptitude on this offense, and we are ungrateful for it. A lot of the times, the Ravens flock is just ungrateful for it, which is unfortunate. Every other team got their quarterbacks established, top 10 wide receivers. Ravens are like, nah, we will continue to just get tight ends. Yeah, these tight ends aren't even showing up right now. So, way to invest, Baltimore. You failed. You win a division at 9-8. You know that division sucks. Yeah, but at the end of the day, we've seen 9 and 7 teams go on to win a Super Bowl. So, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. The Giants in 2011 was not. They were a 9 and 7 football team. They went all the way to win the Super Bowl. So it don't matter how you win the division. Just win the division. You can win the division. You look at the NFC South. Whoever wins that division is making the playoffs. So you win the division. However you win the division. Don't care if you're 9 and 7. Or 7-8-1. However you win the division is however you win the division. Just win the division and make the playoffs. Anything can happen. The Giants won a Super Bowl by doing that. Well, 4:24 left, and somehow Baltimore's still in this game because Cleveland has failed to put this game away with 2 missed field goals. How the hell do you do that? 1st and 10. At this point, you're pretty much stuck to throw the football for the last 4 minutes of this game. We had nearly 200 rushing yards, but we're still going to lose this game. Huntley on 1st down. Huntley, just throw the ball away. What are you doing? Huntley, just throw the ball away. What is this guy doing? Why are you taking an unnecessary sack? Why don't you learn? This is some of the improvements you got to make, bro. Nobody's open. Just throw the football away, you clod. Everybody is covered. Throw the ball away. For God's sakes. Bro, throw the ball away. Just throw the ball away. Now you're 2nd and 16 here. Congratulations. Look at this fool. Oh, my God. This game is over. Please get this off my screen. Please get this off my screen. I'm tired of watching this garbage. I don't have the patience to deal with this nonsense. And then Baltimore is going to pretend like nothing's wrong and run it back. I'm sick of this season, bro. I am. You've seen over the last... I'm just sick of the season, bro. I'm ready to see some playoff football, see some actual teams that want to compete for a championship because I'm so tired of the Ravens. I am. 3rd and 18. Oh, check the ball down. That's perfect. You're not doing anything with that. Oh, God. Get them off my screen for the love of Christ. Get them off my screen. I'm so tired. I'm so done. I don't want to see them anymore. Please get them off my screen. Garbage. This is just annoying to have to watch, bro. I really want to cut this stream early. I want to cut this stream early so I give my time to rest and prepare because I'm pretty sure I'm going to stream the Bills and the Dolphins tonight. And I don't want to have that type of energy when I go watch an actual good football game, or at least one we allude to be a good football game. I'm done with this, man. I'm done. I'm tired. Like, this season has worn me out. Last season we had all these injuries, and at least I could sit back and make the excuse. What's the excuse this year? What's the excuse this year? You don't have an excuse this year. I'm just tired, bro. I'm tired of watching this nonsense. I'm tired of watching the ineptitude. I'm tired of watching the Ravens sit back and do nothing and change. I just don't have the energy to deal with this. Just fail to convert this 4th down and let's call it the game, bro. The minute I just want it to be pretty much squared up and solidified that the game is over. Wasn't even gonna come close to getting to who he was getting to. All right, guys, I'm ready to call this game. Bills and Dolphins gonna be way better than this game. All right, guys. All right, we back. I don't know how I knocked out my sound. See, I gotta go check on this now to make sure this isn't gonna happen. But yeah, I'm planning to stream the Dolphins, or at least I'm looking to stream the Dolphins. So I'm gonna cut this here, guys. I'm done. Game is over. Game is over. I'm cutting this here because I have to get myself prepared to do to do Saturday night football with the Dolphins and the Bills. And personally, I just don't want to watch this anymore. So the Ravens are now 9-5. They're a 9-5 football team now. That's just how it is. Take it how you will. They're a 9-5 football team, and it is what it is. Anyway, guys, as they enter the 2-minute warning, I'm out. I'm not even mad. Same here, Joshua. I'm not mad. Because when you have a team that refuses to change, and you have a team that's not making the improvements or even looking like they're willing to make the improvements, when you have a team that's so stubborn in their own ways that they can't realize that what they're doing is not working and they should make changes, why the hell would you sit back and get mad at that as a fan? Your team is what it is. There are fan bases that know their team is garbage. They're not getting mad on a week-to-week basis because they know what they are. Why would you get mad at the team that refuses to learn? Why would you get mad at a team that refuses to improve? Why would you get mad at the team that refuses to make the proper changes? Why should I get mad? The only person I feel bad for is Lamar because he's the quarterback of this team. He's got to deal with this. And yet the fans will still come at him and attack him when he's not perfect. So I'm just out, bro. I'm done. I'm calling it here, taking off the jersey, taking off the hat. I'm done. I'm done. I am done. I'm calling it here. I'm going to call it a day. And, yeah. I'm going to cut the stream now because if I plan to do Sunday Night Football between the Bills and the Dolphins, I need time to prepare myself. Let me get out of this negative mood. Let me go get something to eat. Let me chill out, listen to some music, calm down, get this taste of this loss out of my mouth, and then I can come back at 8:30 and we could talk about the Dolphins and the Bills, and we'll be all good. So, yeah, I appreciate you guys, and, yeah, I'll probably be seeing you guys in an hour because that's when the Bills and Dolphins play. So, yeah, I'll see you for that game. I'm done with this. Peace out.